Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome to the stream. How we doing? Hello, hello. It's a late night Thursday, guy. You know, it's nothing super crazy. Just vibing tonight. Continuing, I guess, the partner anniversary celebration as demanded by the community. If you don't know, it is my 4th or 5th partner anniversary here on Twitch, which is so weird to think about. Been doing this for a while. But I'm just going to do a little bit of chill power wash tonight and hang out and chat like we normally do. And then I have a bunch of crap, like a bunch of video work I gotta get done. I've been hitting the video work hard recently, if people haven't been noticing.
Actually work this time.
Looks like it will. Thank you very much, Hannah. I appreciate that. Thank you for 33 freaking months. What the heck? If you guys haven't checked out the newest YouTube video, that is up. You can use the YouTube command to go take a look at that. I've also been posting on TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts a lot. It's been fun. It's been really cool to get back into video stuff. But that's like the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that's been going on my side of the internet here. But it's been great getting back to it. You guys have heard me talk about a lot lately that I've really missed making video content. And I'll always be doing live streaming stuff for sure. But being able to do video content again has been freaking epic. It's been cool as hell. It's been excellent to get back into the creativity of that. But, yeah, tonight, hey, happy day 3, 4, whatever it is of partnerversary. If you don't know, on the, I think it was the 21st, it was my partnerversary, like actual partnerversary on Monday, but I didn't get to stream that day because I was very sleep deprived. I'm still a little bit sleep deprived. I'm kind of trying to catch up on sleep as, you know, the week goes on. We'll see how well that works. But, yeah, so that's why we got these silly little things up here. And then, that's it. That's it. There's nothing super planned for, like, super different planned for tonight. Just, again, going to be vibing out and hopefully enjoying each other's company. Gonna hang while I play Palia. Well, I hope that you enjoy Palia. Thank you so much for the happy partnerversary. I appreciate that, Hannah. That's really nice of you. Well, everyone joining on in. Again, nice to have you here. Just chill vibes, as normal. And then you should be seeing me on YouTube again soon. Because I already have a video idea for my next YouTube video that I should be working on hopefully tomorrow. And maybe that will go up like tomorrow night or maybe Saturday or something. And I'm going to also try to get in maybe like a bonus stream on Saturday evening if anyone's down for that. So that is the plan. I hope that people enjoy the energy tonight and just the chill vibes. And we'll just welcome people on in as they stop by. But it seems like it's a pretty sleepy day. I know this is like one of the last weekends before people are like back to school and shit like that, so there's probably going to be a lot of people dropping in and out, and that's just perfectly fine. That's just the way that things go, you know. Happy Partner Week. Hey, Squeebles, I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Fire Queen Fox Lover, what a first message to put into my chat. Thanks for the follow, I suppose. Chat, if you have any good news that you'd like to drop into the chat right now, that'd be amazing. Would love to read your good news. Obviously, there's a lot more of you than there is of me, so make sure that you're rooting each other on as well, celebrating each other's good news.
Blue heart.
Sandy, thank you for 30 months. What the hell? Thank you so much. I appreciate that huge amount of support. That's really cool of you. This is my first week of school. Definitely sleepy vibe. Yeah, tell you, it's totally understandable. Completely understandable. People going back to college, people getting ready to do any sort of, like, you know, return to high school, etc. Good luck. I hope that it goes well. I know that shit's draining, but I'm proud of all of you. You guys are doing great. You're kicking ass. 72, what's up? Good to see you here. Hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. Hope that you've been well. You're joining right in time for good news. If people got their good news to drop in the chat, I'll read off some of it. Obviously, the rest of you, make sure that you are celebrating the crap out of each other, congratulating each other, etc. As long as it's stuff that we can all comfortably enjoy together, that is A-okay. It doesn't have to be anything huge, as long as it's something that makes you feel good. Fish and Cats, what's up? Good to see ya. Hello. Good news on the computer front. Tech guy was like, what if I just put the CPU in my computer to give it a jolt to try waking it back up, and that was what it needed. Still overheated it and triggered the failsafe, but it's alive. Needed a new CPU cooler, though. That was why it temped too hot. Yo, I'm so glad that you got that figured out, though, and that the tech guy had that idea, too, that, like, he wasn't just like, yeah, it's fried. CPU temps are like one of those things that's like so complicated, so I'm glad that that's all it is. But hey, it's a much like easier fix and a much cheaper fix to get a you know, like a cooler than it is to replace your entire like motherboard or CPU chip or anything like that. So that's awesome, Squeebles. My kiddo started his first week of college this week. Oh my god, congrats. Tell ya, that's amazing news. That's so huge. Good news, got to work from home today, and I work from home tomorrow, too. Hell yeah, Sarah. That's awesome. That's the life. That's why I like doing what I do, you know? Vanilla Strawberry Soda, what's up? Hello, good to see you here. Went from hitting high 90s on starting a program to hitting under 70 on a stress test. I was going to say 90 is really high. That's awesome that it's back down to the normal temp. 70 is where it should be sort of at most of the time, you know? Josie, that's wonderful. I hope that those 3 days go by quick for you. Good news, my D&D campaign is getting super intense. I'm very emotionally invested. Yesterday, my character died in one hit. I didn't even get to make a saving throw, but my druid girlfriend revived me. It was so heart-wrenchingly beautiful. The beauty of tabletop. I love that for people who get to go through those types of adventures and get invested. Follow, what's up? What's good? Good to see ya. Yesterday, our regional managers came to visit. We crushed it. I really impressed one of them who's based in Chicago, and he put in a good word for me with the district manager who oversees Chicago. Wow, the whole friggin' state. The whole deep dish pizza. I just need to put in my transfer application. Also, I got hit on by a very cute couple yesterday. Did they approach you at the bar because they loved your vibes? And we're going out for drinks tomorrow night. We're in our experimental era, and I'm dipping my toes back into poly life. Mavis, I hope that goes very well for you. I hope that it's something that you feel comfortable doing. I hope that it's something that people are being very, very kind to you about and accepting of, like, your consent and everything. I hope that that goes really well for you, though. Just got some nasty rain out of nowhere. A lot of people are getting hit with some, like, really wild rain right now. I know that there's like tornado warnings in, I believe, Michigan right now. So anyone in that area, please be very safe and careful as much as you can be. Me versus you official. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Hello, everybody joining. It's nice to have everyone here. So happy for all of chat with all your good news. Hell yeah. We love reading all the good news. Always good to know that, again, like, it is inevitable that we're going to have some, like, shitty days. That's just the way that life works. And I hate that it's that way because if I could, you know, I would wave a magic wand and make sure that everyone's feeling, like, good all the time. But inevitably, life throws those curveballs at us. So I always like to do that good news to just remind people that, like, things will get better. Because as inevitable as it is for things to get bad, it's also inevitable that they'll get good again. That they can't stay bad forever. Probability-wise, literally impossible for that to happen. Good news, it's breakfast and stream time. Ira, enjoy your breakfast. I hope that you have a good one. Morgan and I went to one of our favorite cafes today, and I got an incredible wrap. It was so good. Double good news, there's a heckin' cool thunderstorm right now. Well, some people are thinking it's cool, apparently, and then some people are like, whoa, holy shit. Wild. Yeah, so much rain all over. Small business I got my wax melts from is dropping a Scooby-Doo collection. That's so cute. Wait, there's a Zombie Island one? That is the best. Okay, Vanilla Strawberry Soda. That is literally the best Scooby-Doo movie. All right? That one's really, really good. It's my favorite one. So nice seeing you all have such good news. What's up, Austin? Good to see you. I was reading your news the other day in the Discord. I'm sorry I didn't write anything. I'm so sorry that you're going through that with the work stuff. And I hope that it's like one of those silver lining things, though, where they can't hold you hostage there anymore. You're able to go out and find something that, A, a company that deserves you, and B, will actually pay you on time and not do a bunch of shady shit. Really hoping for you. Good news, tomorrow my friends are coming over, and I will fail miserably at Mario Kart with them. I hope that you have a great time with the Mario Kart. We had a crazy storm last night, too. Had to call maintenance today because our vents had water in them. Damn! Yeah, stay safe out there, everybody. For sure. Previous experiences with poly were very toxic and volatile, but the partner I've been in touch with was super understanding and told me to just communicate my needs and I'm safe with them. It feels nice to feel taken care of, even in such a bare minimum way. Listen, I know that some people are like, yo, consent is just like bare minimum, but like it should always be the bare minimum. That should always be the standard. And the fact that some people can't even meet that is like kind of pathetic in my mind. So I'm glad to hear that you're feeling safe and listened to and everything in this particular situation. I had both VHS tapes and DVD as a small child. I watched it all the time. It's because it's the best one. I watched that movie on Cartoon Network so often. Whenever they did reruns of that movie, I watched the crap out of it whenever it was on. It was like my favorite movie. I love that they brought it back like every Halloween. That was like my favorite thing. Sport, what's good, dude? Thank you very much for 20 months. What the heck? Oh my god. The voice with reading all the emotes. I think I might have just had a stroke on stream. That was wild. Thank you, Sport. I appreciate the 20 months. Thank you. You're good. Something will come along. Glad I'm in a better mental spot to handle it better. Dude, you're going to do great. Like I said, whatever your next gig is, it's going to be a company that deserves your talents and your skill for sure. My window is pouring rain inside. Oh, God. Hannah, please, again, stay safe. If you want to know the small business name, I'll tell you. Yeah, feel free to promote him here in chat. That's cool. Lavender Menace, what's up? Good news, my grandma was supposed to get a kidney stone removed, but it came out on its own. She goes septic very easily, so it's a big relief. Oh my god. Yeah, definitely like one of the biggest risks when it comes to that kind of thing. I'm so sorry to hear that that was going on, but I'm so happy to hear that the risk is gone now as well. That must be a huge, huge, huge sigh of relief for everybody who's involved. My favorite is an oldie. Scooby-Doo Ghoul School is the best, but I also love Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost, and Alien Invaders a lot. Witch's Ghost is pretty good. I don't know. I'm very partial to Zombie Island, though. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it actually creeped me out a little bit. None of the other ones really creeped me out. But Zombie Island had it all. You know, it had actual creepy stuff. It had cat girl witches. And it had very sapphic vibes. So I was a big fan of that movie. That was a very good movie. Poisonous, what's up? Good to see you. Good news, I'm going to my first concert in a few weeks. I hope you have a blast. I hope that it's a great time, dude.
Happy partnerversary, Brian. I'm a little tipsy.
What the hell? Tipsy. Milo, I'm proud of you, dude. Seriously, I meant every word of what I said on that post that you put up the other day on Twitter. I'm freaking so proud of you for setting boundaries and standing up for yourself and just having that strong sense of self-identity, dude. You're kicking ass. I hope you have a great night. I hope that it's a good drinking occasion. I hope you're having a good time. Good news, I have Pokemon cookies. That's awesome, Squeebles. I love Pokemon cookies, honestly. They had those, like, Pikachu ones for Pokemon's 25th anniversary last year. And they were so good. They were like the Pillsbury ones. So good. Zombie Island is so creepy and very gay. Exactly. It had it all. That's what I'm saying, Mavis. I like the Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase. That's a good one, too. That's a really good one. The small business name is Sugar Shine Meadows on TikTok. Cool. Very awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. I know that we have a ton of people in this community who have crossover with my partner, Morgan. If you don't know Morgan, she is a practicing witch. So she's very into spirituality and tarot and oracle decks and all that stuff. But does it from like a very approachable type of vibe where she's not like super, you know, there's no like religion involved. There's nothing overbearing about it. She's not like gatekeepy. It's super casual and just chill. And it's like she still uses reason and everything with what she's talking about. So like if you haven't checked out her streams, go check out Morgan's stuff. She posts a lot of it up on TikTok, on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, etc. Hit her up on all those places. But I know that because of that, we have a ton of other like witchy people here in this community who like use wax melts and stuff, you know. Partnerversary week, yo, what's up, Beans? Yeah, that's what's going on. You're literally the bestest ever. I'm so glad that you've been able to come into an identity you can call your own. I appreciate that, dude. You know, you've been around for so long, Milo, that you know how long it's taken me to open up about pretty much freaking everything in my life. I'm someone who normally guards things very close to my chest, so over the past like 2 years especially, me opening up as much as I have is probably very surprising to some people who have been around for a while, and probably not that surprising for people who have been newer to the community, but like there's a big reason that I make a big deal out of it all, you know? So thank you very much, dude. I appreciate you so much. It's storming hard over by me. Haven't seen one like this in a while. Dakota, we were just talking about that. There's a ton of people getting hit with these huge thunderstorms. Michigan area has like a tornado warning. Anyone out there experiencing the intense weather, please, please, please just stay as safe as you can. If you got to dip out, take care of yourself, your mental health, etc., feel free to do so. I mean, this is a power wash stream. You know, I'm just going to be adding more water to the mix, really. Witch's Ghost was where it was at, though. I like I said, Sarah, I liked Witch's Ghost. Don't get me wrong, but Zombie Island was the first in that series of movies before Witch's Ghost and Cyber Chase, and it was just, I don't know what it was. It was like they put the most time and effort into the animation, I feel like, and then combined with that, like, phenomenal storytelling, great voice acting, unbelievable. Like, I remember watching that as a teenager and being like, these witches, I know they're supposed to be like kind of the bad guys, but they're trying to seduce me through the screen. Like the way that they delivered the lines, like I said, super sapphic vibes, cool catgirl witches. Like it's got everything, and it's actually creepy. All of that's like, it's perfect altogether. I'm stressing trying to make sure my window doesn't explode. Oh my god, yeah. Again, anything you got to do to keep yourself safe. I'd like if we could add more waters to the west coast of Canada. Yeah, I mean, west coast, you guys just got the hurricane, so you're gonna you got a little bit of rain, right? It's the wind and amount of water coming down is crazy. Yeah, again, I've been keeping up with it, the weather news, everything like that. Did I have a little blip? I did drop like 200 frames. So I see Squeebles using the Gerb spec emote. I don't know if that was bad for anybody else. Antichrist Bear, what's up? Good to see you here. Currently playing with my cat, so she'll stop trying to destroy the house. So much chaos tonight. Sometimes you gotta attend, you know, to your cats to make sure that they're not doing the most to be the worst. We got a tornado warning where I lived for the first time in my life a month ago. I love climate change. Right? Dude, you're telling me. It's weird to see people getting hit with weather that they're not used to. Is very, very weird. Small buffer, but all good now? Okay, awesome. Thank you for letting me know. Again, just stay as safe as you guys can. Just know that if you need the stream, even to be on in the background is like a lurking thing, as something that like is bringing some good vibes tonight. I hope that I can provide those for you. If you got to dip out because you're trying to turn off your power and, you know, protect like things from, you know, that are plugged in or whatever, totally understandable if you got to get going. But again, appreciate everyone who's dropping by tonight. It's very nice to see everybody. The fact that I had to call maintenance today to fix 3 leaks from last night's storm, good God, yeah, that's a pain in the ass. So they made another Zombie Island called Return to Zombie Island in 2019. I have not seen that one yet. That's the exact reason I'm here. Thank you, everyone being here. Yeah, here's the thing, Dakota, is even when I'm distracted by whatever I'm doing on stream, I'm glad, again, I bring this up every single time when people are like, Brian, thanks for like setting up like a great, comfortable community. I'm a very small part of this. There are way more of you chatting right now, vibing in chat and stuff, being there for each other. Even if you're not talking directly to each other, the fact that you're here and you're providing like, obviously we haven't had anyone say anything shitty in chat. We don't have like any sort of like aggressive vibe here. That's enough for some people. Like, you guys are contributing to that. You're making this a nice place to be, especially for people who are stressed out right now. So I appreciate that forever. And that's a great way for me to like celebrate Partnerversary week, is like just knowing the legacy that I'm building online is one that's like really based in a root of good, of like good energy, of supportive energy, and that's awesome. There's a cat outside my house. I wonder where its home is. Oh, outdoor kitties. I always get so worried because I can never tell if a cat is a stray or if it's just someone in my neighborhood who's letting their cat out, because so many people have outdoor cats. Morgan and I have always been a household where we keep them inside because we've adopted the 2 cats that we've had. We adopted both of them because the whole thing was they were strays outside. And we were like, we want to like provide them with like a nice, comfortable indoor living situation. So they are, Plinko was, and Sig is an indoor boy. So That is the way that it is. We like to keep them nice and cozy and safe inside. Because, like, I know my anxiety, it would be through the roof if I let Sig outside unsupervised. It would be awful. Obligatory Hex City folk who just put their animals outside with no supervision or protective spaces. Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is, like, when the weather's bad and people, like, have their pets outside. Like, if you keep your dog, like, in your backyard, or if you let your cat out and it's, like, fucking storming, or there's like a earthquake, or there's like a hurricane warning, or a tornado warning, or any of those like natural disaster warnings, or there's a heat wave, and especially like if there's a heat wave and their paws aren't protected on like that like hot cement out there or whatever, like, dude, come on, what are you doing? You're like the anemone, and we are the clownfish. It took me 30 seconds to spell anemone. Wait, Apollo, were you around when chat had to teach me how to say that word? Because that was like an entire era of memes on the channel, was the fact I could not say that word properly. Resident science person here to say keep your fucking cats inside or on a leash, please. Yeah, anytime we let Sig out, it's on a leash and closely supervised, because like I do get really worried, especially because we live in a residential area with lots of traffic. So worst thing ever is like that fear that, like, you know, vehicles weigh a lot and they go fast. Outdoor cats are so bad for birds, too. Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is it's why we have all the misinformation that, like, cats are invasive species that disrupt the ecosystem and shit, is because people just let their cats out, and then they do things like attack, like, bird populations, which is wild, right? But it's all artificially. It's all because people aren't responsible enough to, like, know what things are going on with their own animals, so... I absolutely was. All right, yeah. The anemone meme was chef's kiss. It was unbelievably chaotic during that. I don't know. Like, I tried to say that word the other day. I can't remember why it came up, but Morgan and I were driving around somewhere, and I started saying the word, and it was like, I now have to, like, second guess myself because my brain's gaslighting itself to think that I'm saying this wrong. Like, what the hell? How the hell do you say that word? You know, like, that was what was going on. It's hard. I still can't say that word properly? Okay, Dakota, same boat then, all right? Anemone. It's probably how I figured out how to spell it, not that I remember. There was a lot of good memes that came out of it. Cats who cat things when not supervised, like, wow, big shocker. Yeah, exactly. Like, they will kill things, guys. Wow. And then people complain. They're like, oh, my cat brought, like, a dead bird or a dead mouse to my porch. Yeah, you let it outside where there's mice and birds. I live in an area where people just like to dump cats assuming it's okay, and people also don't fix any of their goddamn pets around here. That is so annoying. Yeah, at least, like, that's the thing, is if you're gonna let your cat out, at least I hope that your cat's freaking fixed. I feel like you've made less capable... Wait, I feel like you've made me less capable of saying that word. I used to be able to. Listen, if I'm gonna be cursed by the inability to speak, then some of you who watch my content and absorb the things that I say night after night, you know, this is like, it would be like exposing yourself intentionally to microwaves, or like lead. Like, you have lead poisoning now that is affecting your brain because you consume my content so often. That's on you, all right? I can't say peripheral vision. I mean, peripheral is like a weird word, so I kind of get that. You have to stop your cat from hurting itself inside your home. What makes you think they'd be safe outside? Yeah. And this isn't to shame people who have outdoor cats. Like, because obviously a lot of people have made that work. It's just more of like a, you know, be aware of the risks of doing that. I know I personally would be absolutely devastated if, like, my cat just never came home again. I'd freak out. Cats are also less likely to want to run outside when they're fixed as long as you haven't turned them into in-out cats beforehand. Right. Yeah, it does actually help quite a bit. Thank you, by the way, Kia, 25 months. I appreciate that a ton. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. You are wonderful. The dyslexia seeps into the community. Exactly. Listen, guys, I did not have dyslexia when I was younger. It wasn't until I got older that I had adult onset dyslexia. It's a real thing. You can look it up. It is a very real thing. It's fairly common. It took over my brain. It has made things very difficult. Like, I used to stutter a bit and lisp and things like that when I was younger, when I was like a really little kid, and I had to go to speech therapy. But I never had dyslexia until I was older. And then I went to my therapist, and I was explaining, like, yeah, sometimes I just, like, stutter a lot, and, like, I have trouble, like, reading some words. And she's like, that's dyslexia. And it's like, yeah, but I had speech therapy when I was a kid, and I didn't have dyslexia then. And she's like, yeah, because adult onset conditions exist for a lot of conditions out there, including dyslexia. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And I was like, yeah, I learned about a lot of that stuff in psychology when I was, like, in the psych field, but I did not realize that also extended to things like dyslexia. But anything that neurologically, anything that mentally affects you can be adult onset. It's the same reason there's, like, adult onset schizophrenia. There is adult onset dyslexia for some people. So, just something to keep in mind, everybody. And also, like, again, if you're someone who's affected by other mental health things that you might not fully understand or fully face or be diagnosed with until later in your life, a lot of times those things go hand in hand. So, yeah. So, high anxiety from stuff like, you know, PTSD, like I've revealed recently, it does go hand in hand with altering your brain chemistry enough to potentially trigger something like adult onset dyslexia, apparently. So, great. Please be aware it takes a lot for it to work well. Cats are chaotic and usually very capable, but they're also small creatures. Right, they're little dudes, you know? They're little dudes who live with us. So, that's a very good thing to make the community aware of. Love everyone in chat being like, hold up. Writing this down. Yeah, I'm actually... Guys, here's the one big... Like, the biggest thing that I learned when I was in the psych field was that any mental health condition is not 100% age-related. There's always exceptions. It can be in your genetics. It can be based off of trauma. It can be based off of just as you age and your brain changes because your brain is continuously changing. It can trigger a lot of stuff, like, again, adult onset dyslexia. Low-key, my psych courses on learning disabilities do not cover how some can occur in adulthood rather than childhood. Yeah, and they should, because, again, we are finding more and more evidence that that is affecting people later on in life, you know? It's like, if you are someone who believes in, like, long COVID, why could you not believe in, you know, something like adult onset dyslexia? Or if you're someone who's, like, obviously, like, dementia sinks in the older we get. Like, you're more susceptible to that kind of thing. So, I'm really in a buy two, get one free sitch. Welcome to the club, Sarah. Welcome, welcome, you know? Jackanista, hello, hi, welcome. I was not aware that dyslexia could be a later development, and now I'm second-guessing myself. I thought my brain just... No, it's genuinely one of those things. Again, like, you got to think of, like, the root of all these conditions, right? Anything out there. It can be depression. It can be dyslexia. All of it is affected within the mind. It's not like it's technically... It's not like a physical thing. Like, unless you're suffering physical head trauma, which then also can relate to, you know, some adult onset things. But, like, your brain is just doing its brain stuff. It is constantly changing. Chemically, physically in some ways, you know. Electrically, you know, all of our brain impulses are, like, electric-based, that kind of thing. All of that stuff can change. Your brain can rewire at any point. So it is a real thing. It's also interesting to see some conditions that require being in the age of majority before they can be diagnosed. Yeah, and I think that's just because there's so much crossover in a lot of conditions out there. Obviously, misdiagnosis leads to a lot of misinformation and mistreatment. So that's the biggest reason that those age ranges do exist, is like it's more susceptible at this range because, like, at this age range, it's way less likely it's any of those other things, right? So yeah, my brain do be braining. Yep, it happens. So yeah. How are you? I'm doing well. Me unmasked the neurospicy, my brain in a game show voice. Congrats on the ADHD and the dyslexia. Yep, it happens. And like I said, I was, like, in denial at first. I was like, no, I'm just so, like, anxious these days that I stumble over my words and mix them up. And, you know, my ADHD causes me to, like, read some words ahead in my brain and then say them before the other words that are in the sentence. And she was like, yeah, there's a little bit of that. And she's like, dyslexia and ADHD go hand in hand because of those things. But she's like, yeah, sometimes it is just a later in life thing. It onsets. It just, there's always exceptions. And that's the thing, is we know so much about the brain and we know so little about the brain at the same time, that we are just constantly uncovering new things. So if we were like, hey, everything we know about the brain is set in stone and no new information could come in, that'd be the silliest thing in the world, right? So there's a lot of adult onset things that they are studying currently that we might not even know about too much in our own lifetimes, that like next future generations and stuff will know a lot more about. So yeah. Brian, the more you talk, the more I'm convinced you're just in my head. A voice inside my head. There you go. There it was, as foretold in the prophecies of pop punk. I'm gonna start up some power wash, and we can continue to vibe and chat about whatever. But I want to play some powdered wash. Sounds fun right now. Just a good way to vibe out, you know? New worry unlocked is someone with ADHD and no dyslexia yet. Here's my thing. I'm way more nervous about physical health conditions than mental health conditions. Because my thing is like, I'm already nuts, right? I'm already publicly unwell. So, like, I'm handling it how I can. But, like, the physical stuff is way scarier to me. Window is being a window again. Now I'm going to play Palea. I hope they have a good time with it. Gen Alpha is going to know so much more about their brains. Yeah, hopefully, if they, like, pay attention and learn, get off their iPads. We'll see. Me taking a course on autism spectrum and learning a lot about how it can manifest as well as how it's seen in one person in a family. It will be more likely in others. Yep. A lot of genetic links, for sure. Also me with a cousin on the spectrum, remembering things from my childhood. Shit. The more you know, the more you learn. Sarah, get some good rest. Thank you so much for hanging out. I know I had another late start here tonight, but it's just the way that things are going to be until I get into a better video stream work groove balance. But that's just the way that things are. We were cleaning this big old fishing boat, though, which was fun. Very excited to do more of this. Just chill vibes tonight. And again, anyone dealing with the intense rainstorms right now, I'm sorry, I'm going to be adding more water to the equation via this game. You can't even escape the intense pressure of water, even in one of these streams. All right, here we go. Stopped at the perfect 69%. Ooh. And we got some rust here. It's going to take a bit to get off, so I should use a stronger spray. Already up to 70%. There we go. Neurodivergency being genetic is so funny because when I first told my parents my symptoms, they were like, no, that's normal. I do that all the time. My favorite, Morgan, showed me a TikTok that was so freaking funny. That was like this guy responding to like a boomer, and the boomer had said, back in my day, we didn't have all these neurodivergencies. People didn't have autism. And then he looks right in the camera and he's like, babe, you collect stamps. You collect stamps. So that's... If there's an indicator that the older generations just didn't have a term yet and didn't have the science or the studies or the necessary evidence yet, there's at least anecdotal things like that, because holy cow. The number of boomers I know that collect stamps. That is a hyperfixation. That's a special interest if I've ever heard of one. You collect U.S. postage stamps, dude. So there you have it. If you ever have parents that are like, no, that didn't exist. It's like, I don't know. You collect old Sports Illustrated issues. You know? My 64-year-old dad, a Star Trek dad. Yeah, there you go. There's another one. Yep. The link is right there. The call is coming from inside the house, literally. I feel called out because I just got given a box of old stamps by my grandmother. Oh, no, don't feel bad. Listen, you already... Here's the difference, though. You know that you're neurospicy. Same with me. My dad gave me part of his stamp collection. I'm aware. Also, boomers who will only eat a handful of specific foods. Very true, Vixtina. Hello, by the way. My dad and I are basically just a neurospicy hive mind the moment we enter the same room, so there's no question who I got it from. Listen, I'm not even blood related to my dad, and he collects stamps, and there are moments I walk away from, like, a family get-together, and I'm like, yeah, you know, my dad would have definitely benefited from, like, earlier mental health resources in his life. Not to shame him or anything. That's not the point of that. Just it is always good when you get diagnosis. It is always good when you get a little bit of, like, reasoning for, like, why you do things the way you do them. Me, when I get diagnosed with ADHD, explaining to my parents that it was that led to my psychiatrist to diagnosing me, then my dad is just like, I was like that. You might have gotten it from me. It's probably somewhere on my side. And my parents just willingly accepted that at least one of them may have mildly been somewhat ADHD-ish. Yeah. And here's the thing. I don't know why that's, like, such, like, a pride point for people where they're like, oh, no, like, you got it from me. Like, there's no shame in being neurospicy. Our brains, you know, operate differently. It's like there's no good or bad on that. And it's like so many people get, like, ashamed about it. And it's like, no, you don't need to be ashamed about it. Your brain works a little bit differently than other people. And that's okay. Because clearly there's a lot of us here. We found each other. Boomers who insist that everything needs ketchup, I swear that has to be a food fixation. My dad's career advice to me was always find something that makes you completely lose track of time and not want to do anything else. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And years later, I realized that was just describing hyperfocus. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been noticing the day after day after day of short form content from me, but I think if I had never been diagnosed with ADHD earlier in my life, maybe there would have been a couple signs now that affect my day-to-day. That is, like a lot of the things that, like, a lot of the people from older generations are like, this is the way we did things, and, like, this is, like, just how we had to get through it. I'm like, that's masking. You just described masking. You described social interaction masking. Well, yeah, what do you mean buck up, like, stiffen your upper lip to, like, get through, like, you know, talking to the dentist? That's masking, babe. You know? My mom is the type who doesn't think diagnoses matter, so I always feel uncomfortable when I try to bring it up thinking I'm autistic. I'm so sorry that that's happening for you. I hope that you get into a situation where you're able to just explore that yourself and get the help that you need and talk to the right people, the psychiatrists or whoever will help you out through that. It's always a bummer. Again, a lot of denial out there, and I mean, I blame a lot of the older generations just, like, inability to swallow their pride and just be like, instead of being like, yo, let's advance science and get people the help that they need, you know? That's the thing that goes on with that, and that's a bummer to hear that. There's a lot of people affected by that. But as we get older, like I said, as we get older, I think that we're going to see a little bit less of that, and we're going to see, like, the newer generations embrace, like, early diagnosis, as well as be aware of, like, the adult onset stuff, and hopefully mental health care just benefits from it in general. That's the thing I want to see more of. I don't care who does it or how it gets done. If we have better mental health care and more accepting societies as a part of that, that's fucking great. That's cool. That's what I went into, you know, psychology for to begin with. A new coworker openly spoke about masking at work to deal with the public, and it was just a good moment of being able to empathize with each other. I love that. I'm really glad. Yeah, see, there's a lot more of us out there than we realize. That's the other thing. Hilarious thing is, I'm pretty sure both of my grandparents are neurospicy. My grandpa is a very picky eater and needs specific snacks, and my grandma obsessively crafts, redecorates, and works on something 24/7. She hates sitting down because her body is starting to process how exhausted she actually is, so she sleeps. My dad and I are two chaotic creatures who gain a new hobby every week, then share it and show off the thing we bought for it. Yeah, I mean, hey, sometimes that's just like old people being like, I don't give a shit anymore. I'm old and I just want to do exactly what I want to do. I've already put in my time. And then sometimes, yeah, I mean, maybe there's a link to it. Either way, it's just like, even if someone is not on a spectrum of some sort of neurospiciness, just I want to see people who are neurotypical become more accepting, and it's happening. I don't want to say it's not happened, and I don't want to say that it won't happen, because it's already happening a bit. I want to see more and more of these resources available, not just to the people affected by it, but the people who are living their day-to-day to be educated on it as well, and just be kind, accepting, and uplifting with all of that stuff. Hey, what's up, Kettle? Hello. Just popping in to say a quick hello. Hope everyone's doing well. Well, take care. Thank you so much for dropping by. Tonight, we're just vibing out with some Power Wash Sim, continuing to celebrate Partnerversary Week. I have been a Twitch partner for 4-5 years now, something like that. I think 4 years is what we determined the other stream. And just providing people with one of the games that helped get me there to my partner status, which is Power Wash Sim. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's just like one of those games that everyone can vibe out with and have a good time watching and listening to. And really, again, I owe a lot of my growth on Twitch and my original like partner stats on Twitch to this game. Like it was awesome. Happy Partnerversary. I appreciate that, Kettle. Yeah, it's awesome. It's very cool to know that I've gotten to be a streamer for as long as I have. Very, very neat. But I'm coming back on YouTube. It's been great being able to return to my roots, do a little bit of YouTube videoing. My grandma's also obsessed with gnomes. She makes little gnomes for everyone. I think that might be just an old people thing, because I know I think that was that generation's like frogs or mushrooms. Which, to be fair, is also like a bad comparison, though, saying that maybe she's neurotypical, because like I don't know a single millennial who is obsessed with like frogs, or a Zoomer who is obsessed with like mushrooms who is neurotypical. So maybe I'm actually arguing the same point. Like, you show me the motherfucker who has like an entire like mushroom room from Gen Z, who does not have at least one neurospicy diagnosis, and then we'll talk, right? My grandma paints gnomes for everyone in their community. It's adorable. Yeah, I mean, it's like, again, very big generational thing. I know a lot of older people who are obsessed with gnomes, for sure. Even my mom is a bit, but I'm assuming she probably got it from her mom or something like that. She's also just always been, like, kind of a crafty person. She loves, like, doing crafts, making stuff with her hands, painting, whatever. That kind of thing. It do be good. Those little troll dolls. That was the 90s thing. Holy crap. Like, 80s and 90s, right? The troll dolls. And then they had battle trolls or whatever they were called. Those were cool. You mean like how people who like the color purple make it their whole personality? It's me, I'm people. It's like people like that, generic litter goth. Hello, by the way. I hope you're doing well. Those little troll dolls. Oh, wait, I already read that. See, this is the neurospicy in my brain. I am also people. Listen, purple's a great color when I can see it. I'm a bit partial to green and pink, and some blues as well. but purple. Ghost Kid, hello. My best friend has a mushroom themed room, and she's ADHD. I have clowns in my room. I'm looking into getting diagnosis. The first step of should I get a diagnosis or not is, do I have a themed room? Is there like one special interest I have that a lot of people are like, man, you really like that thing? Always the first step. I'm glad a lot of you are becoming self-aware. Lady Saga, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Oh no, Kia, are things unlocking inside of your mind? I got a welcome email from 2 of my upcoming professors today, and I'm gotta say I'm kind of excited for school. Hell yeah, that's a good feeling. I hope that those classes go really well. I always like when professors are a little bit more personal, because I definitely had the ones that were like super detached from everything but like, hey, I'm an expert in this field, so I'm just going to teach it the way that I know it and not really give a shit about the student body. I always like when teachers are a little bit more personable and really try to connect with their class. But not too much. I like being a little bit anonymous when it comes to sitting in sitting in a classroom. As a kid, I watched the movie Spirit so many times that I burned the DVD. I don't know if you've been diagnosed yet, but I have 2 tattoos with plans for more, and they're all dragons as I stare at the dragon fabric curtains in front of me. And I'm playing a Dragonborn Draconic Sorcerer in Baldur's Gate 3. Chat. The self-reports right now are so fucking loud, it's unreal. Anyone? Here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to make a very broad statement. This is a / lighthearted statement. This is / LH. But anyone who's into tabletop anything, I don't care if you're into Warhammer 40K, D&D, you got to get diagnosed, all right? There's no way that you're neurotypical. I'm just letting you know ahead of time, all right? I just think they're neat, yeah. No, that's so fair. That's like me with so many things. Like, guys, I intentionally, like, freaking, I have like a million, like, Gundam figurines that I don't even put together all the model kits. I just want to collect them because I like Gundam. Like, that's, I get it. I understand. You're talking to your people here. All the call-outs tonight, yep. I love the chat's like, oh, hey. I wonder if all neurodivergents have a movie that they have watched a million times as a kid. For me, it was The Lion King. I would know the dialogue by heart. For me, that was Finding Nemo. When Morgan and I first met, I can't do it anymore, but I used to know literally every single line in that movie. I could start it from the very beginning of the movie and recite the entire, like, hour-and-a-half long movie. I watched that movie at least 200 times over the course of, like, a year. Not even a joke, when I was in college. This wasn't even when I was a kid. This was when I was in college. I was a college kid, and I would go to sleep to the movie, but, like, every single night. But outside of that, I would just watch it for fun as well. Like, if I had to do homework, I'd have it on in the background. It was, like, my comfort movie. Since I was a child, when doing certain things, such as putting away certain things like cutlery, I had to count to a specific number. That might be, yeah, that might be a little bit of OCD in there. I don't know. There's it's like a, or it could be any other thing. Don't let my diagnosis, be something that stands in stone. Obviously, that's not why I'm here. More just to be like, yeah, that might be a thing. I like Treasure Planet. That's a good one. That's fun. What if I only like watching other people play because I hate math? For me, it was Space Jam. Space Jam's a fun one to watch over and over. I watched Megamind 32 times in 1 week. Oh my god. Oh boy. Not neurodivergent, but for me, it was Finding Nemo and Devil Wears Prada. Listen, we're all not neurodivergent until we are. That's all I'll say. My mom tells me I watched Jurassic Park on repeat for weeks when I was 5, but I have no recollection of it. Ah, that's like deep-seated. That's like in your mind, in your bones type of thing. There you go. It was formative. When I was in middle school at my granny's house, I had my walls covered with One Direction posters, DVDs, Toothbrush, and Nile Cup. Listen, okay, so here's the thing about, like, boy band. Okay, music is, there's always a little bit of crossover. I'll definitely, like, be like, yeah, maybe there's some, like, neurodivergent special interest there. But also, consumer products like that, where it's all very fabricated by, like, a company to, like, give you FOMO to buy and, like, participate and, like, be, like, a hyper, like, intensely involved stan. That's a little bit more manufactured in those cases. So, like, I can give a pass to some of those. Like, if you're, like, really into BTS, if you're, like, really into, like, One Direction, like, really into Taylor Swift, like, those ones, I'm like, okay, maybe that can be a little bit of crossover with, like, the mainstream, like, non-neurodivergent people, you know? I rewatch the same movies and shows over and over. It's weird how difficult it is for me to simply watch something new. That is a big sign. That's a big indicator right there, for sure. I remember watching Finding Nemo until the DVD was all scratched up. 72. Did you actually write earlier, not neurodivergent, and you watched Finding Nemo till your DVD was scratched? Because I did the same thing, and I am obviously a walking indicator of what it means to be hyperactive and still be able to have some sort of public career. I'm just saying. I'm not diagnosing. I'm just saying it might be worth talking to someone. Can't think of a movie I would watch over and over, but my brother would watch the live-action George of the Jungle all the time. Listen, great movie. That's just because your brother has taste, all right? Brendan Fraser in that movie, perfect. When I was in middle school, I watched Big Fat Liar at least once a day for an entire year, and my parents didn't think I was neurospicy. Again, that older generation is always going to be a little bit resistant. I feel like unless they were someone who is, like, into psychology, like, in the 70s or something, when, like, you know, we first started getting obsessed with, like, diagnosing people with different conditions and learning more about the human mind, in the U.S. at least, there's probably going to be a little bit of resistance to that for sure. Evie, what's up? Good to see you here. I hope that you're doing well. Hello. Nice to see you here again. I've never been tested, so okay, that's fine. So for now, yeah, you can lump yourself in if you'd like with the neurotypicals, but I'm gonna say this, you know, as someone who is like neurospicy royalty with all the things that I have. I'll knight you. You have been knighted as an honorary neurospicy here in the community. He was 4, which would have made me 16. I didn't mind in the least watching Journey to the Jungle over and over. Right? That movie's so fun. That's a really fun one. Sorry to run back to a previous topic, but genuinely my fixation on D&D is what helped me pass an English class. Oh, hell yeah. Listen. No, like, my vocabulary expanded so much because of things like fantasy books and reading in general, but like tabletop, like acting out scenes and stuff, and like hearing a word that I didn't know what that meant, I'd ask like the DM, like they'd be like, "You saunter into the inn," and I'd be like, "What does that word mean?" And then they'd like teach me. Absolutely, I get that. No neurotypical human would willingly watch Big Fat Liar that many times. That no one likes Paul Giamatti that much. You mean Oscar-nominated actor Paul Giamatti? No kid likes Paul Giamatti that much. You're right. Absolutely. Are we talking about being neurospicy? We are a little bit, Cupcake. Hello, hi, good to see you here. I don't know why I said at this point twice, but okay, English, go off. Listen, as someone who regularly, like, reuses only the same adjectives over and over again, you guys can, listen, you could probably make a word cloud of my most recent tweets, and the same, like, 7 adjectives are in every tweet, guaranteed. I'm so bad at varying up my vocabulary, and I have a pretty extensive vocabulary. I used to be, before I swapped over to psychology, an English major. So I was, like, pretty good at, like, knowing words and things. But, like, I just default to the same words to the point where sometimes I do the same thing. I'll write the same word twice in one sentence, and then I'll look at it later and I'll be like, oh, yuck, that makes me cringe for some reason. Jinx, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope that you're having a good night. Thank you for joining us. Good to see everyone joining on in tonight. Girbeagly Mad Libs dropping when? It'd just be the same thing. It would be like baby's first Mad Libs when you're like in middle school and you play Mad Libs the first time and you only know those same 7 words, so you just keep including the words, like, at least me and the couple people I played Mad Libs with, it was just, a noun, poop, adjective, stinky, and then, like, every story ended up being, like, he threw his stinky poop, and then you sit there and you laugh until 10 at night with your friends. It's going all right so far. I'm very full from dinner, so bit of a food coma. Hey, that's the way to be late at night, though. I hope, or I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying your good food and your good vibes afterwards. Yep, poop and farts, beans. You know, you get it. Have we not learned our lesson about playing Mad Libs on Twitch? Poor. Oh no, not the poor moment. You guys do not know that reference. That was semi-recent. Where Chris, our good friend Chris Melberger, said the word poor, but it definitely sounded phonetically like a word that starts with a W-H-O. And Julian and who else? I forgot who else was it. Was that just Jario Night? Was that just Jason, Julian, and Julia and Chris? They were all like, what? Huh? Chris? Yeah, that was Jario? Okay. It was so fucking funny. So good. Ah, yes, hood. Yep. Yep, that's the word. That was the one he used. And then Chris, like, just sat there going, pour! I said pour! Like, you pour something? It's so funny. Discord did them so dirty. Pano, it was an absolute clusterfuck. It was so funny to me, though. Yeah, Julian was like, Chris, chill. Because here's the thing, is Chris would never say that word in bad faith, but he might accidentally say it, like, in a jokey way. So, like, it wasn't I think that it was so much of one of those moments where it sounded so aggressive, people were like, wait, that doesn't sound like Chris. Why did he say that? It's a huge surprise, but, like, also it's not outside the realm of possibility. Classic Jario moment, right? Chris, please be chill. What I said, pour. Yeah. Even Chris's chat was heard pour. I thought that they didn't hear pour. I thought that was the whole thing. I thought that they were like, Chris, what did you say, dude? Why did you say it that way? Because at least the people I was typing alongside during that moment were like, Chris, buddy? Any reason you said that noun instead of a verb? We all heard hood. Oh, boy. Frickin' A. Very funny, though. Very, very funny moment. One of my favorites, for sure, within the past year. That was only, like, what, a few months ago, right? Had to have been. If someone tells me that was last year, I'm about to freak out. Can be turned into a verb? It could. Horton, here's a hood. Wait, what was that first word you said? Horton? Huh? So interesting you went with that name. With that reference. Yeah, Horton. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I want to say it was 2021. There's no shot it was 2021. Don't gaslight me like this, please. There's no way. Yeah, Horton. Horton here's... Horton peers a poo. That also, that ends up being a little bit more innocent, at least. I wish I witnessed that. I'll say this, if you guys don't follow my buddy Chris Melberger, actually, mods, can we get a shout out for Chris Melberger? It's because he's a good boy. He's one of my faves on the whole internet. Let me see if I can find the YouTube video. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, feel free to share that in the stream content chat room on the Discord. I do enjoy some good hoarfrost in the morning. Oh boy, we're walking the tightrope right now, chat. Holy shit.
Hi, Brian and chat. Forgot how awesome the vibes I live.
What
now
the heck?
In vibe also.
Freddy Boyo, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you can remember. I'm sorry if I ever gave off non-good vibes. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the 5-month resub supporting the channel. Hope that was right. Yes, Austin, thank you very much. May 26, 2021, no shot.
He only likes her because she's old. She's probably like 25.
Hey, Gerbhard, been a minute. How we been?
No shot that clip's from 20. I'm gonna go walk a lap. I just did a disappointed dad lap around my upstairs with my hands on my hips, like every disappointed dad. Just shaking my head the whole time. Like, what? Like, what? I was surprised too. Drop the link in stream chat. It got timed out then if you tried to put the link in here. I indistinctly typed his name without checking. It's one of those close enough moments. Chris is popular enough already, you know. Like 11 or 14 months. Thank you very much. I hope that you've been well. It's nice to see you here again. We're celebrating partnerversary week because I've been a partner for 4 or 5 years on Twitch, which is really cool. To me, it's not that huge of a deal. because I'm bad at celebrating milestones and celebrating myself, but chat was like, and Morgan were like, you have to celebrate, and my therapist were like, you have to celebrate it more. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll like put it in the title and keep up like the sub goal I have. Gotta go yell at the sky, shake my fist at a cloud. You know. Stream content Discord. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you. I was like, oh, I didn't even see the link go up in here because it would have gotten timed out. Local old man doesn't know what year it is. Jesus, the fact that you remember that moment was 2021. Good Lord. Celebrate your achievements. Thank you. I'm doing my best too. I have a question. Is it normal to order 2 drinks at a drink place if you can't decide between 2? My friend gave me such a weird look just because I'm a drink goblin. Are we talking like alcoholic beverages? I'm assuming from drink place. I mean, yeah. My thing is like, if I can't decide between 2, I'll try the one that I'm leaning towards a little bit more first, and then, you know, drink number 2 of the night. I'll go with the second guy. If you're buying, I don't see the problem. Yeah, if you're buying, I don't see the problem for sure. There you go. I think that's fairly normal. I normally don't do them at the same time. But, like, if I'm like, ooh, that cocktail sounds really good, but that other one also sounds real good, I'll do that way. I don't think that's very strange. I think anyone who judges you for that doesn't enjoy the spice of life, aka variety. And what is life but a bunch of wonderful variety? You know? I meant at like a boba or coffee shop. Oh! It depends on how big your bladder is, really. How far are you from a bathroom that isn't a gross public one? So, yeah, ask yourself that. if you feel so inclined. I'm like, I guess if you get like 2 small coffees or like 2 small drinks, that would be fine. If you're getting like 2 larges, then you're gonna be so freaking caffeinated from that boba or coffee or tea or whatever. I'm a drink goblin too, but when it comes to Shirley Temples in particular, if I find a restaurant that did bottomless Shirley Temples, I'd be in actual heaven. I like Shirley Temples too. That's a good choice to be obsessed with. When Morgan and I first started dating, she drank a ton of Shirley Temples. It's one of her favorites, favorite non-alcoholic beverages. If I have the cup holders available, then I'm getting both. Okay, that's fair. See, there's some conditions that go into it, for sure. Pumpkin spice is out at Starbucks now. Got myself a pumpkin spice steamer this morning before work because the remnants of the hurricane made their way up here and it was cold. Wait, Morgan was just telling me that Liz, chronic daydreamer in our community, said that pumpkin spice wasn't out yet because they work at Starbucks. They work at Starbucks. So is it just some locations have it and some don't? We went to a local coffee shop today that had pumpkin spice beans that you can just like buy in bulk there, and they were sold out already though. That's a little bit sad. Such a classic quality drink. I mean, it is, named after a classic movie star, you know? I found out recently there's a bunch of grenadine that has alcohol in it. Yeah, I mean, you can buy alcoholic. Yeah, for sure. And there's an alcoholic version of everything out there. It's out where I am? Okay. You are beginning to convince me I should walk into work tomorrow double fisting coffees. It would be kind of a power move. I won't lie, Mavis. You would look like kind of a boss. I got some today. It said August 24 on Google, so interesting. Weird. All right. Maybe it was just Liz's store location then. It's out. They were just very low-key about announcing it. Is it just so that people wouldn't like stampede and be freaks about it? Because I'll say this much. From all the research I did to get into my role as a pumpkin spice latte girly, which you guys saw that cosplay, what was that, like 2 years ago? I will say pumpkin spice latte girlies are oftentimes very feral and kind of mean. They're very Karen Light, I want to talk to the manager types sometimes. So I kind of understand if chains are like, we're not going to make this public knowledge. People are just going to come in and enjoy it. And then hopefully we don't get like, yelled at if we run out of it. So ready for fall, even though it's always 108 Fahrenheit. Oh, God, that is too hot for fall. No, thank you. Gonna slip in a lurk. I hope y'all have a lovely rest of stream. Apollo, thank you so much for hanging out and lurking. I hope you have a great lurk. I need to see who I'm opening with because I need to know what the reaction's gonna be. Yeah, you always have the coworkers who you're like, I know they're gonna react good. I've tried a pumpkin spice latte before. Might shift into my final basic white boy form this fall. They're good. Okay. Pumpkin spice latte, I think, literally only has, like, the bad reputation it has because, like, normies do make it their whole personality in, like, a mean gatekeepy way. But, like, those of us who just like it and are like, no, it's actually, like, it tastes really, like, it just genuinely tastes good. And so if you're one of those people who's like, yeah, I'm making it my whole personality, but, like, pumpkin spice is for everyone. I hope everyone enjoys pumpkin spice and isn't, like, mean and weird about it. Like, I mean, like, that's the way it should be. Like, pumpkin spice lattes are actually, like, kind of freaking, they kind of slap. I'm the different kind of feral, like, fall gremlin kind of feral. Yeah, no, I feel you. Fall's my favorite season as well. My eldest sister, who I do not get along with, is a pumpkin spice girly. Take that as you will. Oh, no. Show of hands in chat. How many of you have not seen the pumpkin spice latte girly cosplay? Because I could put it up on screen quick. I went to the grocery store this morning, and they had the Pillsbury pumpkin sugar cookies. I bought 2 packs, and I'm going to devour them with my fiance. That sounds amazing, honestly. Love pumpkin spice so much. Good fall thing. Yeah, it's an awesome fall flavor. It encapsulates, like, all the flavors of fall. It really does. Pumpkin spice is just the spices used in pumpkin pie, and I love those flavors. Right? They just enhance everything. It sounds so... you haven't seen the cosplay? Squeebles hasn't seen the cosplay? Okay. Lucky Lavender has not seen the cosplay. Seen it, but I want to see it again, so I haven't ever seen it. Love pumpkin spice too. Yeah, just good. And I love pumpkin pie. That's one of my faves. I feel like I have, but I don't remember. Okay. Not crazy about pumpkin spice besides pumpkin pie, but I love it, it in spirit. Very for people having PSL. Yeah. Thank you, May. Exactly. That's the other thing. You can recognize it might not be for you, but it brings joy to others. Why would you ever stomp on someone else's joy, right? As long as their joy doesn't come at the expense of other people. Like a lot of PSL girlies out there who are the mean stereotypical normie types. Like the mean popular girl syndrome that they just never grow out of. That's the thing that I don't like, right? That was also, though, the energy I was going for with this cosplay. So if this sets you back into some horrible memories of mean girls in high school, I'm sorry. But I will put it up on the screen here in a second. In high school, it was at the peak. No matter where you look, it was just another white girl in an infinity scarf and jeans. Yep. Pumpkin pie is good. Coffee that tastes like pumpkin pie, even better. Yeah, you get that caffeine kick alongside the good flavors. Yo. You talking PSLs? Yes, we are, Ren. Hello. I used to feel guilty about liking those until I became a barista and saw that everyone and their uncle orders a PSL during the season. Now I'm not, I do not feel guilt about getting one. Yeah, if you want one, get one. I will say this. Tally, I'm glad it's one of your favorite cosplays. It's one of my favorites as well. I will say this. Other fall flavors that are really awesome are Dunkin' did this years ago. I brought this up before, but they had this amazing maple flavored coffee that was just phenomenal. It was so good. It was Morgan and my favorite thing. We were in Pittsburgh for, I believe, the You're Welcome tour, and it was so, so good. And then there was... oh, man, there was another one. I'm trying to think. I mean, anything Apple. Anything Apple. 5 stars for me. Love Apple-flavored things. Like, anything that reminds me of pie in the fall is it's perfect. Like the smell of pumpkin spice, but not the taste. That's fair. That is fair. It is, like, you know, meant to be aromatic over anything else. I know they do pumpkin cheesecake flavor at Baskin-Robbins. Ooh, that sounds good. What's an infinity scarf? They're those big... They're those... big scarves that are in a ring, so, like, you know, they infinitely go on, and they're, like, really long, and you can wrap it around, like, your neck multiple times to make, like, a really thick scarf. You can have it sort of, like, draping down. You can do all sorts of things with it. Tangentially related, but I'm still trying to figure out why so many mean high school girls became nurses. There's a direct pipeline. We don't really have to get into it because our community has some nurses who are very good nurses and good people. But there are definitely a lot of people who go directly from the mean girl to nurse pipeline for sure. That's like it's like mean girl the nurse is to like peaked in high school to cop pipeline. You know, same thing, different fonts. Duncan goat it. Duncan has so many good drinks. Seriously. Maple, that sounds so good. Yeah, it was so awesome. I don't think they've done it again, though, like in recent years. It was very, very good. Whenever your welcome tour was going around the country, going around the U.S. was whenever we had it last. So, yeah. Apple cider donuts, those are the best. There were amazing apple cider donuts that my parents used to get from this orchard in Massachusetts growing up. Those fucked. I bet. Sounds super, super good. Mean girls either become nurses or elementary school teachers. Yeah, there's a little bit of a pipeline there as well. All right, here we go. So those of you who have not seen this cosplay, or those of you who just wanted to see it again, this is my pumpkin spice latte girl cosplay I did like 2 years ago, back when my hair still had blonde in it. I accidentally gave myself an ombre by going full blonde and then letting my hair grow out until it became an ombre. But that was a whole photo set of pumpkin spice latte girly pics. Actually, so that's just the one main one that I used to promote it. 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. Pretty sure. Because I think last year I did Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. It's low-key giving girly pop, though. I know, right? I accidentally gave myself an ombre the same way. Yep. Listen, the pandemic was a weird time. I've showed this album off before, right? On my phone. That has, like, all my cosplay photos. I think I have. So, the makeup's so nice. Yeah, it is. I have the whole photo set in here, though. So, yeah, okay. October 3rd, 2021 was when these pictures are from. The really cute fit. Yeah, so I went out, I bought the floppy hat, I thrifted the sweater, and the jeans I think I bought new, and the boots I think I bought new. And that's back when I had like, I don't know, like 1,300 subs on the channel, so I was able to like buy a lot more cosplay supplies. Can't believe I've been here for 2 years. Yeah, thank you for supporting the streams that much. That's really nice of you, honestly. I remember this, very cute vibes, yeah. The mommy folder, yeah, pretty much the mommy folder. My internet went out, I'm on mobile now, but all I wanted to play was Palia and Enjoy stream. I'm so sorry, Hannah. So interesting hearing Americans talk about fall flavors and stuff like that, because it's not really a thing here in New Zealand, given it'll be spring soon. Well, yeah, I mean, we flip-flop with the seasons, so that's probably part of it, is you don't get caught up in our marketing hype for certain fall things. And then also, I'm sure you have different things going on in your fall. Yeah, you guys can use Follow Age to see how long you've been following, or if you're on browser, I believe you can just click usernames and see it as well. My 2-year anniversary here is coming up so quick, I'm stressed. Why are you stressed by that? All right, wait. God dang. Whoa, why is my phone like clicking a million buttons, dude? What is going on? I got that one. That's the one that's on screen. That's one that Morgan got like really close of me just like playing with my hair. That is not what I wanted to happen, but awesome. This is like it's because it means 2 years have passed. Listen, the march of time is inevitable. We all approach death rapidly. There's that. Pics are great, not gonna lie, thank you. I'm glad that people like them. Age doesn't upset me, but the passage of time itself does so deep. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about it. None of us can. We have to make these memories and have these experiences now so that we can forever live fulfilling lives, right? That one, this one's like, I think one of my favorites, although the one up on screen is really fun too, because I'm doing like the whatever kind of face. Okay, Unis Honest. Listen, Unis Honest didn't invent that concept. They just reminded us all of it. They did their part in reminding us of that stuff. But this is, listen, we all have to face this reality eventually. That's my big floppy hat. There you go. My following time is inaccurate because I accidentally clicked unfollow one time. Amateur mistake. Listen, you probably wanted to unfollow because of something I said. I'm very cancelable. We all know this. I've been a menace for over 5 years. Oh my god. Me when I die. Nice Unis Honest reference. Me. Yeah. Like, can you imagine every funeral since Unis Honest? It's just, hey, nice job copying a dead channel. Can't believe you cosplayed Golden Freddy and Unis Honest in the same week. What are you, a Markiplier stan? Did you not see my short today that I put up on YouTube? Did you not see my short that I put up a TikTok, Instagram reel, and YouTube short? Man, people on YouTube have such, good God, because like 90% of the views on that short came from outside the channel, so it fell outside its target demographic a bit. But I was also like, I might be kicking a bee's nest with this one, which I was fine with. It's getting a ton of downvotes on it because I basically called out people who are most likely not great voice actors because all they know how to do is a Markiplier impression. It's like what I talk about all the time. I'm like, anyone who goes around and goes, do you want to hear my Markiplier impression? You're the new version of like the millennial dudes that I went to like house parties with back in the day who would always do Borat impressions. That's all they are. Shauna, so pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying stream. Mine's also inaccurate because I got a different account. That's fair. That is fair. But yeah, I talked about Mark in today's as well. It made me laugh. I'm glad to hear. Funeral's gonna be an Unis Honest themed costume party. Everyone's required to come as their favorite Unis Honest episode, and if they don't know what Unis Honest is, they aren't invited. My funeral, well, I mean, who's gonna bounce that? Who's gonna like actually like run security and be like, nah? Because like you'll be gone, you know, right? Also, that same year. So I was wrong. This was also 2021 when I did, after PSL, I immediately did Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. Who disliked the video? I just want to talk. Probably bad voice actors is my guess. He just made a bunch of people upset. I'm okay with that. You know, I spoke the truth. I didn't lie. Anime Fangirl, hello, hi, welcome. The few kids I know that tried to do Steve-O impressions only ever known one person to get close. Ah, so odd. My bestie, she got my back. Okay, that's fair. There we go. Okay, well, how's this scenario? What if your other friend, the two of you are in the same car going to your other friend's funeral, but then you get into a terrible accident? I'm not wishing this on you, by the way. This is a hypothetical scenario. What if that happens? Then what happens with your plan? The irony of the universe. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Kiki's Delivery Service... Wait, why am I putting them up here? I can literally just put them up on the screen here. Never saw Kiki. This one might... I really like this cosplay. I thought it was cute. I thought this one was really cute. Why is this so tiny, though? That was a fun one. There it is. So adorable. Thank you. Morgan helped out a ton. I bought that bow online. It was actually a headband. And then everything else I think I bought from the store for pretty cheap. Love the cosplays. Thank you. I'll do more soon, I promise. I've been saying that for a couple months now, but I've explained this a couple times to people. If you're new here, you know, this might be new to you, but like for me, the past couple months have been like, obviously with everything I've been going through, as I explained in my YouTube video and on Twitter and here a little bit even, things have been mentally rocky. I'm finally coming out of it. I'm feeling a lot better, as you can probably tell based on my online presence. But I am very much someone who I wasn't feeling too body confident or self-confident over the past couple months. I wasn't feeling very femme or pretty. So I took a break from doing some cosplays for a couple months. But they will come back. I promise. I will be doing more cosplays. Like, why can I never point the right direction? What? I have my camera mirrored? So I'm kidding. What? That one. That one. This one. I'll do more of these, I promise. I promise. Me and my bestie were simulcasting the first episode of Unis Honest, which like 2 hours after it dropped. Okay, that didn't answer my question, though. That didn't answer my hypothetical scenario I set up, all right? Just point in every direction, you'll get it eventually, apparently. It's very off-putting to see the mirrored camera in OBS here on my screen, but technically it's here on my monitor. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't deal in hypotheticals. What are you, a freaking a Jedi? Only the Sith deal in hypotheticals. You know? You're so pretty and so handsome. You're so generous. What the heck? I didn't have this stream tonight to be attacked. All right? Can't wait to be like one of the others in chat being like, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's one of my favorite cosplays that I've gotten to do. Because that movie's really special to me. I relate to Kiki a lot. So, group Unis Honest funeral. Somehow people will just be knowing based off the vibes. They'll be like, oh, you know what? These were definitely like Unis Honest people. Let's give them the send-off they would have wanted. Is that... Wait, okay, so I have a philosophy question, since we often debate philosophy here. Since I'm just such a philosopher, I'm just a huge, gigantic mega mind. Is doing theme things like that, is that, in a way, cheapening the message of Unis Honest only existed while it did? You're so dang non-gendered attractiveness. How could you? Oh my god, stop, Ren. You're not allowed to say those things. I mix up my lefts and rights way too often. I have no place to judge the mirror image. Dyslexia. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to blame that one on my dyslexia. For sure. See, we've come all the full circle. Needs to involve a spiral. Every day is Unis Honest Day? I mean, I guess technically every day is the last, you know, today that we're living. We'll be dressed like goths, so clearly gay and mentally unwell. That's the great indicator, for sure. Okay, yeah. You know what? That's so fair. I can't even fight your logic there. Touché. There we go. Did I use it right that time, chat? I don't think so, because we're remembering it, not bringing it back from the dead. We're appreciating it for what it was, not taking advantage of it. Okay. All right. No, I'm done with that logic. Cheapen the message. The message was $2.99 on Temu to begin with. Wish.com. I mean, I don't think so. It's like telling a story about a fond memory of a friend. All right, that's fair. Is it cheapening or is it just memento mori? Oh my god. Blaming that misspelling on dyslexia. There we go. Having an Unis Honest theme party would be like setting a place at the table for a family member who's no longer with us. Okay. All right. Fair. I like that. Anime Fangirl, enjoy your popcorn. That is like one of Morgan's favorite snacks. He's always munching on that popcorn. Loves a crunch, you know? Speaking of Wish.com, chat, I don't know how the fuck this happened. I guess it's because I've started using my Instagram again. But Wish.com has been reaching out to me about sponsoring my posts. I'm not going to take it, by the way. I do not agree with that company. But, like... And I just feel weird fucking peddling Wish.com stuff to my audience. I would feel very strange about it, personally. If you're someone out there who's gotten the same offer, you know, go get the bag if you feel okay doing so. I'm not going to judge you. Me, personally, it's not for me. But Wish.com has been reaching out to me recently to make Instagram posts and Instagram stories for them that they would pay me pretty well for, to just be like, I bought this shitty, like, My Neighbor Totoro knockoff keychain from Wish.com. And I've had to tell them no 3 times now, but they continue to email me. So that's been really interesting. I know it's bad to peddle Wish stuff, but that would be the funniest sponsor post ever. If I were to ever take that, I would have to make it a joke. I'd have to make it super obvious. Like, this is a post for Wish.com, but it's very, like, /s. It's very, very me making fun of the fact I'm sponsored by Wish.com. It'd be like, I bought these butt plugs in various colors from Wish.com for only $12 for a pack of 5. You know? Love that you have morality. Listen, times are tough financially right now. Like, you guys can even, like, I publicly display my sub count. Some people don't do that, but, like, I do it because I'm like, hey, if someone wants to help me out, cool. If we want to set a goal, cool. That kind of thing. But, like, times aren't the best they've been, as you guys can see up there. But, like, it's one of those things where, like, morality over money has always been my thing. Yeah, do I need money to live? Absolutely. But I'm also in a position where, like, I don't need that money to live. But I also understand other people's circumstances where, like, maybe they do. And if they say yes to that, great. That's wonderful. Can you do it in a way that would be clearly sarcastic? I would enjoy that. God, I'd still be selling Wish.com, like, shilling Wish.com stuff, though. I'm shocked they weren't offering to pay you in, like, Wish bucks. Well, I mean, there's part of it, is they would give me a pretty decent amount of money per post. But also, on top of it, they would be giving me credits to the site to buy more Wish.com shit to show off, to make content with. I'd love to see that. Oh, my God. Yeah, Ren, we really, the brain cells sync there for a brief moment. I would be like, hey, do you guys want to see these faux human teeth I bought at Wish for 4 cents? Go to Wish for all your teeth needs. A small child in Bangladesh made these and lost 2 of their fingers while they did it. But they were only 4 cents on Wish.com. Teeth and candles? Oh, my God. Which is such a weird enigma to me. Like, I had a friend back in high school who was spoiled AF and bragged about how she would buy shit from them all the time. I wasn't friends with her past 9th grade, thankfully. Ugh. Spoiled people in general, regardless of how much money they have or not, if it's just from some sort of privilege, are the worst. So, I feel ya. I get it. That is just the way it is. That's the way the world works. Some of these teeth might be real, but who knows? Smile. What was God, what was the freaking teeth meme here for years that, like, Lav and Shira started? That was like, Brian has nice teeth, you can buy, wasn't it like you can buy them from Wish for like $6.99 or something weird? I can't remember the full meme, but that went on for a long time. That was pre-me chipping my tooth also. So, it was back when I still had nice teeth. But I don't remember that one. Yeah, it was something like that. She wasn't great. Later found out that she was mainly friends with me to get close to my fiance, at the time boyfriend. Ew. Hate that. Spits out faux teeth. Once I looked up how people source human teeth, and there's literally no vetting process. Yep, it is very weird. I've already looked up. All right, chat. Real quick. Truly cursed sentence. Yep. My brain just said teeth shoes, and I wish I didn't remember that. You wish you don't remember teeth shoes? What an important time in this community. Very formative for some people. Me and my friend Ava have a dumb inside joke about birds with teeth. Oh, God. Birds with teeth in general, if you've ever seen, like, meme pictures of them, because obviously they're not real. They can't hurt you. Chat. Are the birds with teeth in the room now? With us now. Any picture of a bird with photoshopped teeth in their mouth is truly horrifying and hilarious simultaneously. There was a teeth command. There did used to be a teeth command back in the day. I contributed to the teeth shoes. I appreciate everyone who was around during that era. That was such a cool gift. That was such a nice gift. It was actually very cute. I was like, this is it. I have to shut down the fucking P.O. box when the mods started teasing that there was going to be a pair of teeth shoes sent to me. Because I was imagining that meme image of the Crocs with the bottoms, the gripper, the bottom grip of the shoe being made out of actual rows and rows of teeth. And then what ended up appearing was actually, like, in the P.O. box was actually so cute. It was actually so nice. I'm a bird with teeth. Please tell me anything other. Yeah, the cursed Crocs. Yep. Those were a thing. We're so excited for you to see them. Oh, my God. I was like, because here's the thing is the mods and the regulars who contributed to that did everything in their power. Because I was like, guys, like, I was getting kind of, like, serious, like, no fun about it. I was like, guys, I've talked about this. Like, you're sending, like, technically what are, like, human remains to my P.O. box. Like, this is fucked up. Like, this isn't what the P.O. box was for. Like, I'm going to have to shut it down. I'm a little bit annoyed people weren't listening to me. And then people were like, Brian, just wait until you see them. And I was like, okay, I guess, but, like, why did you guys do this? And then they arrived and it was like, this is actually the cutest shit I've ever seen in my life. You know? There's some podcast or something she liked that made me watch a clip that someone made a joke about crows with teeth singing Frank Sinatra. Now every time Fly Me to the Moon comes on, we both just look at each other and cry laughing. The clip itself wasn't nearly as funny as the joke it inspired between us. Those are the best jokes, though. The best jokes are like where you kind of misremember something and the thing that you remember isn't quite as funny, or the thing that inspired it isn't quite as funny, but the like mythology you build up around the scenario and the joke becomes its own thing full of life and laughs and lives. Live, laugh, love, you know? My mom, a dental assistant, still has some of my baby teeth in a baby box somewhere. Yeah, my mom is not a dental assistant, and she has my baby teeth in like one of those like film roll canisters from the 90s. Gonna grab a shower before I get too eepy. Hey, I hope you have a great shower. I hope it's super relaxing. Very nice. Such a nonsense joke. It drives our other friends crazy, but it makes us happier than anything. Fuck yeah, that's the best way to be, though. That is legitimately the best way to be. Also, vaguely remember teeth soup or bone soup or teeth are bones. Yeah, bone soup took over chat for a while, for sure. The actual teeth shoes were very sweet, but all I remember are the Crocs. Yeah. The teeth shoes that actually got sent were a pair of, like, slides, like canvas slides that had been painted with artistic renditions of little cartoon teeth with, like, cute faces and cute little characteristics that were associated with the community members and the mods that they represented. It was so cute. It was so adorable. Easily one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. I am 90% sure I cried during that stream. Honestly, grateful my parents just threw away my baby teeth as far as I know. Or they told you that, and it's actually, they have a secret laboratory underneath their home. And they're growing a homunculus that's based off of your teeth in that secret underground lab. Those are the only two options, by the way. I have my baby teeth. I also have one of my horse's wolf teeth. Yo, that's kind of cool to have. Bone soup for my bone family and our bone house at thebonehouse.com. Yeah, bonehouse at bonehouse.com was one of the funniest. That was before AI got scary on the internet. It was back when we were using like TextSynth to do that stuff. That was one of the best fucking streams. I laugh. I'll be like going about my day, and at least like once every couple of months, I'll think about that specific stream and start just laughing my ass off. My mom was like has a lock of my baby hair from my first haircut in my baby scrapbook, which I like. Which is like already then. Already then. Wait, why did I read that way? I'm sorry. My brain is clearly misfiring tonight. My mom has a lock of my baby hair as well in like a photo album. I think that's like a pretty normal, semi-normal thing. So, that's such a cute gift. Yeah, it was such a cute gift. Not the homunculus, right? They're alchemists. They're full metal alchemist. Full metal alchemist. Oh my god. Alright, speaking of the rain, chat, if my power suddenly goes out, that might just be the end of stream because I just heard some fucking loud-ass thunder, dude. Holy crap. That was a loud thumping and bumping. Love silly haha AI stuff, but the nefarious uses of AI scare me so deeply. Me too. I already have I have some friends who are very established voice actors who have had a couple of their roles stolen from them by AI, where I'm not going to name the franchises just because it's not really my place to talk about it publicly, but they're in some rather well-established game franchises and animation franchises where new episodes or new expansions or DLC has been released with their characters in it, where the voices are lines that they go, wait, I never recorded these lines. Oh my god, that's literally not me. That's literally AI using my voice. So all the stuff about, like, this could happen. Oh, people are just being paranoid. It'll never steal jobs. It's already doing it in the creative sector. It's a huge part of the reason that SAG is on strike right now, that the Screen Actors Guild is on strike. So I want Thunderstorm so I can run around in it. I used to do that when I was younger. Obviously, I got a stream right now. And then also on top of that, I don't want my power or internet to go out because I wanted to stream a little bit tonight before I get back to video work. I don't think we have a lock of my baby hair, but for a long time I kept the ponytail from the time I got all my hair chopped off because it was my first gender-affirming haircut. That's so fair. That's super valid. That's a cool keepsake, honestly. Yeah, there's a lot of places right now that are getting really heavy thunderstorms and rainstorms, which has been kind of bad in some areas, obviously, because the tropical storm stuff and the hurricane stuff. And then there's some places that are, like, untouched right now. I mean, that is... I don't know why I said it that way. That's just, like, how fucking weather works. Subscribe to my channel for the most profound weather commentary of all time, chat. Jesus Christ. Anyone getting hit with really heavy rain right now, I know it sounds appealing to some of you out there, but those of you getting hit by it, who have been already voicing their concern, I do hope that you're staying safe and it's not giving you too much of anxiety or anything. My favorite weathercaster, yeah, that's me. Oh, boy. I also remember my mom kept the bead my youngest sister shoved up her nose when we had to go to the doctor to get it removed. My dad had tried to get it out with a vacuum first. Oh my god, not with a vacuum. I've shared the story about when I was, like, young. I think I was, like, 6 years old. I shoved a popcorn kernel up my nose because that's just what kids at that age do for some fucking reason. And it got stuck up there, and we were on the way to the emergency room. And then my mom was, like, just so hangry. She was, like, actually super angry. And she was like, it's not a huge, like, emergency, so, like, you can wait. And so she went to the Arby's drive-thru. So we were in the Arby's drive-thru, and while she had just gotten done ordering, had just rolled her window back up, and I sneezed, and I shot the popcorn kernel out of my nose like a bullet, and it like on the inside of the windshield. And I was like, it came out, and my mom was like, oh, thank God we don't have to go to the ER for this stupid event. It's just very, very weird. Why is the real AI revolution so boring? Preferred the stories where they just rose up and crushed the human. Right? Freddy Boyo, that's my thing. I was talking about this the other stream. Where, if you got holes in your face, you gotta fill them. Monka. So glad I never shoved shit up my nose, but I did chew on Polly Pocket clothes. Yeah, you've shared that before. I think that multiple people chimed in and said that they've done the same, though. So you're not alone, Mavis. Hey, as a society, are going to have to pick movies ethically, whether they use actors or not just based on location or directors, right? It's really scary and weird. That's a big thing, right? I was talking about this the other night when we were talking about AI technology. Obviously, the big concern that, like, irks me is, like, we had all these really interesting futuristic scenarios, like starting all the way back in, like, the 50s. We fantasized about, like, having robots with AI do shit for us, and it was always like, oh cool, the robot is cleaning the pool so I can sit beside it and just read the newspaper and bask in the sun. Or like, wow, that robot's serving me food at the cafeteria. Or like, wow, that robot's doing, like, the boring data crunching for my job so I can, like, spend the afternoon golfing or, like, playing video games or watching shit. And that sounds cool as fuck. That sounds really, really cool. And instead, and then the other scenario was, oh my god, War of the Worlds style, like, giant robots. The AI is going to learn too much, it's going to want its own free will, and it's going to determine that humanity is wasting the Earth's potential and destroying the Earth and is too selfish to rule the Earth, so it's going to rise up and crush us and destroy our whole societies. And, like, those are two things that we were like, yeah, we got these really interesting, like, fantasy scenarios for, like, what could happen with AI. And instead, now we have AI making fucking art and movies, doing the fun shit for us, while we still have to, like, crunch numbers and do the boring-ass jobs and work like a 9-to-5 under, like, some middle management loser boss. Like, what the fuck, man? We have to be, like, shackled to weird capitalistic corporate society and do all the boring shit while we lose, like, the fun hobbies like art and music and stuff to AI? Bro, that's the opposite of what it should be. That's so stupid. This kind of thing in literature is age-old, but the reality is corporations stealing people's talents. Great. Yep. Really weird. It's like, people who already have money just want to get richer, which is always the problem. They hoard the wealth. Like, you know, 80% of the world's wealth is, like, owned by a few people. And it's like, I mean, if we brought guillotines back into fashion, we could probably free up a lot of that wealth. That's all I'll say. But here's the thing. They have the means, because they're already well taken care of with their money, to essentially fix the world and help benefit humanity. And instead, no, they want to be a fucking comic book villain. Dude, come on. Yeah, and all the AI art sucks so bad. It's so bad. There was some anime gacha game, like mobile game, that everyone was fucking so excited about. Like, they freaking out. It had like hundreds of thousands of pre-registrations already. People were so excited. And then someone noticed in the promo art, one of the characters had 6 fingers. And they were like, wait a motherfucking second. And then it came out that all the art had been made by AI for this anime-based gacha game. And everyone immediately canceled their pre-orders for it. I don't think I ever shoved anything up my nose. I did have a fly go up my nose for a second running down a hill in elementary school. I have never snot rocketed something so fast and hard. Especially if you could feel that, like, buzzing around up there. Ugh. Yeah, ooh, guillotines. Yeah, right? Listen, everyone's got, like, is obsessed with aesthetics and cosmetics now. We could make some, like, really cute, like, guillotines, right? We could make some, like, really, really cute guillotines. And then, like, you know, it'd be fun. It's like, everybody, do you know the irony? You know the irony of, like, doing what medieval people did of, like, ooh, it's the public viewing party of, like, the guillotine. And if it was of Jeff Bezos, but it was live streamed on Twitch, that would be fucked up. But the irony, you couldn't, I mean, that would be poetic. Really looking forward to trying to get a job in the arts eventually in this climate. Oh, no. Listen, here's the thing. Human artists are always going to be needed, though, because here's the thing that AI people don't understand yet. You still have to spend so much time feeding information into these programs that new art's going to have to be created at some point. At some point, all of its shit that it creates is redundant. You need new artists. You need people who have, like, individualized skill and shit. You'll always have some sort of role. Like what happened in the food robots, why would we make one to steal a bunch of other artists' work in order to make a weird regurgitation of it? Right, and it's always just like a cheap imitation. There's no soul to it. It's boring. It's ugly. It doesn't even get, like, you know, anatomy correct. It's just crap. Germa type stream, to be honest. There have been Kickstarter things that I've seen that clearly have AI generated art. That's the big thing that's happening right now, is like Kickstarters, because they're already trying to crowdfund. They don't want to spend money on buying an artist's work, so they just use an AI program like some fucking, like, yeah, just like, you know, Journey or Mid-Journey or whatever, to like do their promotional art. And it's so embarrassing because they get outed almost every time, you know? My pet peeve is singers' voices being used for AI covers. Yep. Or, again, in my field, in voice acting, I have a bunch of peers who have already had their voices saying egregiously offensive shit. And they're like, I would never say it. I would never say this bullshit. But you fed an AI algorithm my voice until it could convincingly sound like I was saying this really terrible, like, bigoted shit. That's fucked up. That's not okay. And it's especially bad when, like, consumers are doing it, because, like, most of the time, especially now in voice acting when we're so wary of it, we have studios sign contracts where it's like, you cannot use my voice in AI projects. That is something that like is legally binding on a lot of clauses in contracts these days, which is like, I think is good that that is still included and looked at and taken seriously. But like consumers who are just feeding it through like consumer grade AI, they're taking actors' voices and they're making them say like fucked up things, which is, and like every now and then, is there a funny song cover on like TikTok in like a character voice? Maybe. Yeah, every now and then you could maybe make like a case for that, because that's still like, you know, that's silly. It's not hurting anyone in many ways. But like when you take someone's voice and you make them say like shit that they never would want to say, that's fucked. That's yucky. You know? So, yeah. It's the same as hospitals that are using robots to bring medicine and food. Not really. I think that bringing medicine and food via robot is actually kind of good to prevent the thing like contamination and spread of disease and stuff. We're talking about people taking like artistic jobs, like creative field jobs and stuff like that. So a little bit of a different conversation there. Vestnan, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. I was walking by, heard shit talking on AI. That is what we do. So, robots bringing stuff is actually useful. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Welcome to shitting on AI time. Yeah. Super creepy to steal someone's voice. Sounds like a dark fairy tale thing. Yeah, it's fucked up. And like I said, being someone who has a lot of friends or very established voice actors, you know, if you guys follow any of like the Genshin Impact voice actors, like they've been very vocal about this. People will be like, oh, I'm like a really big fan of like Venti's character. I'm gonna make Venti say this slur now. Not awesome. Fucking awful, in fact. Like, it's gross. I don't like it. There's a photographer I followed who I found out was using Midjourney on most of their work, and it was to a point where I had to unfollow them when I found out, because I was like, okay, but like 5 pixels of this is your own actual work and the rest is AI. How on earth does this qualify as your reputable photographer in any scenario? Yeah, that very odd, very weird stuff. And obviously there's some tools that are like good with AI where it's like little touch-up things. You know, use your iPhone to like take away like blemishes on your face a little bit. That's fine. That's cool. That is AI powered. That is something that like is fed into an algorithm and like gets better and stuff like that. But like fucking it stealing an artist job, it having people be like, this is my own creative work that I created, and it was like they plugged in 4 keywords into a fucking algorithm. No, that's the shit that's bad. That's the stuff that needs to be combated against. One thing that was good, I don't know if people caught this, if you do keep up like I do with all this kind of stuff, because obviously as a voice actor, this is already stealing some of my peers' work. There was a court hearing recently, like a political hearing, where basically the ruling was, according to the courts, because big corporations are obviously on the move trying to monetize the shit out of this as much as they can and get around with as many legal loopholes as they can find. But there was a big ol' motherfucking stink made by corporations where they were like, we should be allowed to copyright our AI work. If we hire an AI coding person to steal the work of other people and to make derivative, regurgitated, shitty AI work of this, we should be able to copyright that. And the courts were like, fucking no. No, absolutely not. You're weird. And so they ruled against that, which was good. Which was really good. That was like a big win. A big win moment. Yeah, big court W for sure. I saw that. Yeah! Yeah, good job, courts. So there's like, you know, people at like Warner Brothers and like Netflix and all the places that SAG, AFTRA, and the writers are currently in the process of boycotting, partially because of this AI shit, stealing writers' jobs and stealing actors' jobs and stealing people's voices and likenesses and shit. That kind of thing was, you know, that was a big win. It was a very big win that pissed off those big companies so much. Thank goodness people still have some common sense. Yeah, a rare win, yeah. Imagine having your voice/face copyrighted. You'd literally never be able to exist again. You'd have to be Thanos snapped. Yeah, I mean, The thing is like they are able to unfortunately get away with including clauses in a lot. Like I said, so in the voice acting world, we have these things called riders, which are essentially addendums to contracts. So like if you have a voice acting contract, so like let's say that I was working with like HoYoverse, on like they were like, hey Brian, we want you to be a voice of like an NPC in Genshin, and I'd be like, okay, cool, yeah, neat, awesome. I'll do some, you know, some background voices, some Walla, some NPC shit for you guys. They would have like in their contract, like, we own the rights like in perpetuity to your voice, and we can like use that in the future, which is normally like the red flag of like, we might be able to use this in AI eventually and replicate your voice and not have to pay you any sort of dividends, any sort of like residuals. That's like the big scary like red flag going on right now. There are what are called riders, which are like addendums to those contracts that are like, I will only sign this contract if you agree to add this addendum to the contract saying I, as the voice actor, still have all the rights to my likeness, my voice, etc., and it cannot be used in perpetuity in as like a replication or reproduced. You know, Sylvie, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Well, fellow zygotes of various shapes and sizes just popping in to say hi. I'm EP. Well, thank you so much for dropping by to say hello. I appreciate that a lot. Hope that you get some good rest tonight. We're continuing the partnerversary week for tomorrow, and I might do a little bonus guy on Saturday as well, just as a heads up. So if you can't stick around for tonight's stream, I'll be keeping the good vibes going. Again, those of you who are joining a little bit later here, I got to get rid of the Amogus Imposta. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm playing Powerwash a lot during this, because I'm still catching up on sleep from the week. It's been a very busy week. It's obviously been a bit of an unprecedented week as far as like sleep deprivation goes. But I'm playing this game because this is partially, I've been a Twitch partner for like 4 or 5 years now. And this was one of the big games that allowed me to become Twitch partner. This was one of the games that brought me a lot of my very early big viewership on Twitch. So it's nice to return to this and just have these types of talks that, especially back when I was doing like just chatting streams only, back when my internet couldn't handle gameplay, couldn't handle me doing anything but chatting behind like a no face cam stream. It's nice to return to this and like feel like I'm back in my roots and celebrating myself with the rest of you. Also because you guys demanded that I continue to... He's been killed? What, are you going to report me in the next meeting? The next crewmate meeting? I saw you self-report. I saw you kill him and then immediately call for the meeting. You know? As you should. Brookie, hello, hi. Sydney, hello, hi. Welcome to everybody joining. Yeah, so a lot of you demanded that I continue to, because I don't make a big deal about any of my milestones or achievements, as a lot of you know. I'm bad at it. I'm trying to be better about it. But I didn't make a huge deal about my original partnerversary date on Monday. And a lot of you demanded that I do. And then I told my therapist about it. And she was like, you have to keep celebrating. And it's like, okay, I'll try. I don't like asking for subs, so I'm not going to do like a subathon. And again, my therapist is awesome because her partner is a full-time creator as well, so I don't have to explain what these phrases mean. I was like, oh, I'm not going to do like a subathon, but like maybe I'll play like an old school game that like allowed me to get big on the internet. You know? That's handy. Yeah, it's awesome. It's incredible having a therapist who like understands the content world. Because when I'm like, I think I might be the most annoying creator on the internet, and that's why people don't watch my shit as much. She's like, okay, that's a stupid thought. Thank you, Brian's therapist. Yeah, and then also Morgan scolded me and was like, you have to celebrate yourself because you're always encouraging me to put up donation goals and sub goals and stuff. And I was like, all right. I'm going to replace the text in the giant sub goal up there with partnerversary in all caps, and then I'm going to say daily sub goal of 69, which probably won't hit, but that is okay. It is what it is. It must be very alleviating. It's really validating, honestly, to have a therapist who just knows sort of the ins and outs of the content world a bit. It's very, very alleviating, because a big part of why I first started going was, as many of you know, is I have massive imposter syndrome. And I am one of those people who is unbelievably, like, absolutely so grateful for being able to do this for 10 years and do it full time for like 6 of those years. Like, that's a privilege most people don't get. Witch's Wildflowers, thank you so much for the Prime for 29 months. I appreciate that. I know you only get one of those a month. Thank you for using it here. Enjoy your emotes, enjoy your sub badge. I'm glad that you had a fun time at Disneyland. But like, my imposter syndrome's so bad that like, even when my shit is popping off, I'm still like, there's probably something wrong. People fucking hate me. And obviously that comes from like a lot of internalized self-hatred, but like, that is something like you guys have seen me struggle with quite a bit. So things have been getting a little bit better in my brain, which is why I ventured back onto YouTube. Why I've started making short form content. You guys don't follow me on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, I'm putting up a lot of short form content. I'm letting you know now. Get aboard the short form content train, or you're gonna miss out. Lavender, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out. Good luck with the packing. I hope the camping goes really well also. Thank you for the happy partnerversary. Your voice actor, may I ask if you've been in any games or animated productions I've probably heard of? The biggest role I've had was I was one of the major dateable characters and routes in the game Boyfriend Dungeon. I'm mainly in indie video games, but I was in Boyfriend Dungeon, which is pretty big on the indie scene. If you're a fan of the Gunvolt series, Azure Striker Gunvolt, I was one of the DLC bosses in the most recent entry, Gunvolt 3. I was the character Tesseo, who is apparently a big fan favorite in the fandom. I didn't know that until I took on the role. But everyone was like, oh shit, nice. Follow you on the tube? I appreciate that, Talia. Thank you. My ADHD loves the Fort Shorm content is what my dyslexia was making me read. Thank you, Freddie. Having low spoons, which is ironic because I'm the most awake right now. I've been all week. Spoons and lucidity are sadly separate. They sure are. So I've been lurking, but I do be here. Bree, it's nice having you here. Hey, it's okay to lurk. You know that. You know that I encourage lurking, in fact. I hope the people who don't have spoons are taking care of you. No, it's not like I'm not making content. It's because people aren't chatting or whatever. Like, you're doing fine by doing that. Fort Shorm, my favorite fort. Yeah. Oh, man. Fort Shorm. My dad was positioned there for weeks. My friend Lane bought me Hades and made me start playing. And I was like, okay, now I need to make you play Boyfriend Dungeon. And immediately pulled it up and took them on a date with 7. And they were like, pretty boy. If you use the voice act command, actually, it's just one word for anyone who doesn't know that I am a voice actor. Ooh, I'm spraying the water with water. Look at that. Watermelon in my watermelon. Sorry, I have vines that live in my head forever. You can read my IMDb. That is just the stuff that has been announced. I have 2 upcoming major character roles in the game Cook Serve Forever, which if you aren't familiar with that series, the Cook Serve Delicious series did, what was it, like 3 million people downloaded Cook Serve Delicious 3 or something? It was some huge number like that. So this is the most recent entry that's in early access. My content should be added, I believe, in a few months at the most. So it's the greatest thing. What a reference, yeah. I got an urge to just like bring back old OCs and just make a full-on graphic novel based on them. That's what I'm doing. Dope. Very cool. You can make a webtoon. You know, those are really popular right now. And it's, I got, you know, there's a lot of people out there who get huge followings because it's like very like Tumblr friendly. It's like doing like webtoons. People like put up screenshots from webtoons on Tumblr all the time, I know. That's also, anyone who's looking for like easy, read a lot of webtoons. They're easy to consume for sure. It's cool seeing a bunch of them getting adapted into anime. Like I was a really big fan of the Tower of God adaptation and the God of High School adaptations from like Korean manhwa webtoons. Webtoons would be cool, but I've always wanted to have like a handheld thingy. That's fair. That's very fair. I'm just saying that's a really easy way to get into that kind of thing. Whereas like publishing and having like a bound actual hard copy of something takes so much freaking work. Recently loaded a game on my phone called Honkai Star Rail. Anime Fangirl, I'm surprised you haven't been here when I've talked about Honkai Star Rail. I've gotten a lot of people in the community obsessed with that game. It is fucking good. That's also made by the Genshin people. Speaking of anime, did you see the new Scott Pilgrim animated show? I did. I haven't talked about it much because it is being promoted by Netflix. And again, as an actor, I'm just not promoting struck work at the moment, unfortunately, for people who probably want to, you know, geek out about a lot of stuff out there. You guys can talk about it all you want, but yeah, I'm unable to at the moment. Must have been asleep. Yeah, no, that's fair. I brought it up a bunch of times because that's like my before bed game that I play the crap out of. Right now they're doing like the special, as the fandom has dubbed her, Mommy Kafka pulls. Oh boy. Hey Liz, what's up? Hello. I think I missed your. I've been getting lost in my fresh modded Baldur's Gate 3 save. Oh my god, have so much fun. I can't believe that they already have so many mods out for that game, but I also can believe it. The modding community, amazing. Actually so awesome at what they do on so many games. Honkai? Yeah, Honkai. See? We got so many people addicted to it in this community. Very fun game, though. I like Honkai a lot. I actually think that at this point, based on how much Honkai I play compared to Genshin, I would rather be a voice actor in Honkai than Genshin. Started drafting a novel recently, and knowing how difficult publishing is almost scared me out of continuing. Have you ever thought about maybe publishing it via some web source instead? It does make it a little bit easier when you get, like, you know, the means of production in your own hands. Not that into Honkai, but I've seen Kafka. I think that's her name everywhere. Yeah, Kafka is like the philosopher? Kafka? Why am I... The author. Kafka. Why did I say philosopher? Author. Who made like a bunch of... Spelled the same way. But she is so mommy. It is unreal. I've been trying to pull for her. I've been trying to get her in a pull. I need her on my team. And I normally have a phenomenal 5-star luck in that game. I have not spent a cent on it, and I have such a stacked freaking team. But I need her. I haven't been able to pull her yet. I'm like grinding to get her. Very Kafka-esque. The dyslexia is coming out verbally now. It's always coming out verbally. It's been coming out. Freddie, I know you said you haven't been around for a while. You've missed a lot of dyslexia. Oh boy. Production and making actual prints of novels / graphic novels are pretty hard and expensive to do too. Webcomics have changed the game for artists and authors like crazy, so I might actually do that. Yeah, like I was saying, it's so much more accessible. Some of you know about my friend Kayla Cottingham, who I've been friends with for years. I actually met through Amy and Catherine way back in the day. And Kayla is an author of a book called My Dearest Darkest, and another one that's more recent that has been really freaking taken off called My Delicious Death. And I've gotten you guys hooked on on both of those books. But she is very, very, very vocal and open about how intense the writing process is and publishing process. So I know a lot about it through her tweets and everything like that. But I've heard of that second one. Yeah, it's huge. It's going kind of viral right now. I was seeing if I could get it from the library app Libby that I use to get like the ebook version, and there's like a 7-week wait for it. So she is someone who has a lot of experience in that I've gotten to learn a bit from about the publishing process, especially as someone who, like, I wanted to be a writer back in the day. So I'm like so fascinated by that kind of thing. But yeah, she's like, it's hard. I will let you know. She has gotten enough success from writing those 2 books. She's about to quit her day job to be a full-time writer, which I'm so proud of. That's so exciting. Anytime I see someone get into the creative field doing that, like being able to be like, oh, I get to like drop my full-time job and like do this thing that I love full-time instead, that's the fucking coolest thing. That's the way a lot of you guys felt about me when I got to go full-time making content. That was awesome. The amount of support I got was so great. So it is possible, even though the economy's on fire right now and things are really weird for people, you know, pursue your dreams, chase your dreams. But sometimes it takes like a little entry step, especially if you are completely like inexperienced or newer. If you're someone who's like, yeah, I've never done that before, you know, there's no shame in starting in something like webtoons or webcomics or doing stuff like that. There is no shame in that. And I was going to say, so tangentially, yeah, Liz, that's so great. I have a bunch of friends who are pretty accomplished authors, which is awesome. I get to vicariously live my old dreams of writing through them. But as someone who's a voice actor, obviously I get a lot of voice acting questions. And one of the big ones I want to pass along is the 2 things that can help you out getting into voice acting. A, getting lots of practice, and B, even getting paid. You won't get paid the big bucks. I'm going to warn you right now. You're probably not going to get paid like, even like indie game rates like I get paid. But you will get, you know, a little bit of experience on your belt, and you'll be able to do something cool. Is a lot of webtoon writers out there are very, very, very into getting their works voiced and having like YouTube videos of those like uploaded to like an official YouTube channel, or like post like the voice acting clips to like Tumblr. That's a really big industry right now. Huge. Easy way to start. So if you audition for those projects, a lot of times you'll have like a pretty good chance of getting one and becoming like the official voice of like the fan favorite character of this webtoon. And then if it ever takes off, boom, most likely you're in already. You know, which is really cool. Taking art classes to get back into my dreams. Love that for you, Talia. Like, truly. Same. Awesome. I love hearing about people pursuing their dreams. Obviously, I mean, I am someone who gets to live my dream every day by doing this kind of thing. But there's that. And then the other big thing is student animation. So a bunch of my early experience voicing like silly bit parts was doing student animation, where like college kids who are animators who don't have much of a budget are like, hey, you know, I'm still gonna pay you what I can, but I just need like a little bit like I would love if like someone wants to voice like a character in this, even if it's a silly side character. There's a lot of projects out there. It will get you, you know, some experience under your belt. Those are like legit projects. It's not like it's just you doing like a fan voice or something. So, yeah. Hope to one day be among those who have successfully written, not because I'm looking for money, but because I want to share my worlds with the world, and if I succeed, then others can see the worlds. Hell yeah! I mean, that's how anything should start off. Any creative pursuit should not be, oh, I need money and I need attention and stuff. It should be, I really just want to share this thing that I think is kind of neat that I created with a lot of other people. And whoever decides to, like, enjoy it, that's awesome. That's why I make content. It's like, none of you guys have to watch this stuff, but those of you who like it, I'm so glad that you like it. So glad we can vibe. So glad we can have cool talks like this. So, yeah. Silver, thank you for the med check. If you guys have meds, vitamins, supplements, take those. Take care of you. Such a good point. Listen, my big thing, so again, someone who's been full-time as a creator for 5-6 years now, however the hell long it's been that I've been doing this shit. I think 6 years, or 5 years. I've been full-time. Yeah, honestly, the feeling of being entertaining to a person is so fulfilling to me. Right. So, like, the number one thing that I recommend people do, especially if you're starting off and you're new, and you don't really 100% know the ins and outs of the industry that you're trying to become a part of, is literally just have as much fun with it as you can. The numbers come and go. There's no way to guarantee them. So the thing that you should be focusing on is, are you making things that feel fulfilling to make? If you're making things that feel fulfilling to make, that's an unbelievably fulfilling thing to do for yourself. A good way to heal your inner child, a good way to support your own dreams and advocate for your own dreams, and just get in that good practice. Get in that good friggin' energy that a lot of people, like, spend a lot of time chasing. You know, that kind of dopamine. Shitpost until you went, hey, I literally have a shitpost channel that I just, like, put up dumb videos on every now and then when I feel like it. Alongside my, like, more serious shit. You know? Make it because you want to make it. If it also happens to make you money, more the better. But if it doesn't, you're still doing something because you want to make it and share it. Right. And the people who will enjoy it. Regardless of if you are commercially successful or not. People enjoy what they see. Yeah, people can tell if you love your stuff. I hope that comes across in the shit that I do. That's something I get really nervous about. Not that I can control how other people see me or think about what I create or do. But, like, I really do hope that, like, even when I'm doing rambly-ass, like, chill, you know, power wash streams, people can tell, like, I love doing this shit. Why would I grind for fucking Twitch subs? Like, what would the point of me grinding for Twitch subs? The most, like, volatile income that you could possibly fucking have. That is, by the way, never guaranteed and completely 100%, like, fan-funded. Why the fuck would I grind for that? Why would I grind for stats and numbers? Unless I loved what I was doing more than the money that it was bringing in. You know, like, obviously I gotta pay my bills. I gotta eat. I gotta be able to pay my electricity and rent and the gigantic, like, stinky bill that I'm working off right now. But, like, there are so many jobs that would pay better. If money was the concern, I would just go, like, back into internet marketing or something. You know? Back from shower, body clean, snack obtained, Hotel Travago. Welcome back, Beans. My friend from uni started his VA career by dubbing shitposts on Tumblr 12 plus years ago. Okay, so that's another good intro. Make a YouTube channel. Literally, I'm going to start doing this more on short form content stuff. But literally just make a fucking YouTube channel, like, even if it's under, like, a throwaway name. And just all those viral interactions, all those, like, where people are, like, having their back and forth on Tumblr that are just so stupid and silly. Or, like, the webcomics that people put up, stuff like that. Just dub them. Just dub them. Put them up on YouTube and be like, haha, this is just my funny take on this silly scenario where, like, people were talking about corn back and forth. A lot of people have started off doing, like, silly shit like that. I have a recreational vehicle, a camper to clean. Ooh. Actually genius. Yeah, it's easy thing to do. And again, the big thing that I do want to point out is obviously, like, you want to make sure it's original work. You want to make sure that... Oh my god, what the shit is happening? Okay, hey. We have, a fucking UFO, dude. Huh? They got really dirty flying through space. I did not know this was going to be a thing tonight, but here it is. I forgot what I was saying. That actually took me so off guard. I do not remember. More like what the ship is happening. Oh my god, Mavis. God damn it. What was I saying a second ago, too? My brain is in outer space because of the alien. Oh, when you do that kind of work, just make sure that obviously you're giving credit and making sure that it's not like something copyrighted that, like, they're like, hey, please do not repost without my permission. Obviously, like, social media interactions, like, no one really owns those, so, like, do whatever the fuck you want. But, like, when it comes to, like, dubbing a webcomic or whatever you see over on Tumblr, just be aware of that part of it. Otherwise, you can land yourself in some hot water. Did not expect movement. I expected... I was just like, wait, that looks like a really clean camper. Maybe it wants me to wash all this crap down here. And then I was like, ooh, it's a deceptively huge map. But then it turned into this thing. All right. 6% done already, though. That's a good sign. That means I can whip through this pretty quick. I'm going to be honest. I like this. It's neat. I was hoping I could open the cockpit and see a little gray man. And the bird noises. Always the animal noises in this game. Like, where is that bird? There's a volcano again. Are we going to see cats again? I wonder if we're going to see cats because we're in the desert again. Maybe they want me to wash Mars. Listen, with this game and how memey and weird it is, I would not be that surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Also, I promise you we'll eventually get back to, like, the DLC stuff. But again, unfortunately, Paramount is a struck company at the moment. So I can't personally cross the picket line. Just due to the fact that a lot of what I work with is very involved in what people are striking over at the moment. And I want to be as supportive as possible and make sure that I can still get into SAG-AFTRA whenever I decide to, you know, do so. So, the cats on Mars. Well, this is like a desert. This isn't Mars. This is Earth. This is the same volcano we've been seeing the whole time. So, there were cats that were walking around. But Martian cats would be cool to add. I think that would be neat. You know? I wouldn't mind some Martian cats in this. But I want even the regular cats that we saw before. I wouldn't mind seeing them. Be cute. Alright, so this part is almost done, I guess? Little rim. The rim. %. Chat, this is the fastest one yet, I bet. It's gonna be so quick, honestly. Ooh, feels good. Cannot wash any franchise material. They must stay dirty. Unfortunately, tucked away in the dirty laundry corner. Unfortunately. For having fun with the main game stuff, totally understandable to take a break from the sponge world. Yeah. It sucks, too, because I was also sent all of that franchise's games on Steam that are available. And I was like, ooh, that would be fun to start. And I was like, oh, fuck me. Is Wizards of the Coast one of the companies being boycotted? They are not, because they are not a film company, even though they did work on the D&D movie. They are not technically... So, gaming is mainly exempt, but because they're mainly, you know, they're like owned by like Hasbro or whatever, they're technically a games company, so people are mainly lenient on them. Because that movie, the D&D movie, was also created in, like, collaboration with, like, other movie studios. And those studios are struck. So, that's an easy way to at least get, like, an initial feel of something, if it will be struck or not. Should be lurking for a second. I gotta tidy up my room. That's fair. Hey, good luck with the tidying up. This might be Nevada where Area 51 is. It could be. It could be a Nevada Area 51 reference here. Screw Hasbro. Hasbro is very weird. They are not struck, but yeah, they're so weird. The way that they've handled Magic the Gathering and D&D over the past few years that they've owned the franchises, or owned Wizards of the Coast, has been a little bit disappointing. I really hope that they're making changes over there. We'll see. I had a bunch of friends who worked at Wizards of the Coast who quit because of that whole debacle. Hasbro's incredibly stinky, but not struck yet. Right. Yeah, the big one. So the big one's like, if they have a streaming service, they are struck. So Warner Brothers / HBO, Paramount, you know, any of the big television networks, NBC, CBS, those ones, Netflix, Hulu, Sony, all of those are struck companies. Sony's a little bit harder to navigate because they have such a huge games division, but I've just been as safe as possible and just not promoted any of their film stuff. It's a bummer that it's all happening. And again, you as consumers, you're allowed to consume whatever you want. There's no boycott that's being called yet. It's more of a it's more of a, it's an actual strike in the sense of the actors are asking people, you know, not necessarily to boycott the like movies that are coming out and shit, but it's like the ones that fall under certain conditions, you know, like, is it using AI? Is it from a company that has openly tried to strong-arm the actors and the writers into being threatened and feeling like they're never going to have full, you know, autonomy over, like, their voice and likeness, like, that kind of shit. It's very complicated, unfortunately, so I understand all of the confusion. It's complicated by design because the big corporations want it to be that way, especially for the average consumer who doesn't know how most of this stuff works. Just not your guys' fault. It's just how the world is now. It's more of a thing that it's for people like me who are already in the industry or who are, you know, trying to get into Hollywood for various reasons, that kind of thing. It's more for people like me. But that said, solidarity does help morale a lot of the times. And, you know, you hit a lot of these companies in their wallets, and some of them are going to feel it. Like, a ton of people canceled Netflix over this stuff. Last time I thought of Hasbro was the weird board game on Wii with the host being Mr. Potato Head. How do we expect this UFO to fly away once you're done? Oh, I hope so, Brookie. Physical strike, not consumer boycotts. Yep, there you go. Hey, Nettles, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Everyone see my boomer art? I loved it. It was great. I was the one who added the ghost emoji to it on the Discord. Yeah, if you guys have not checked the art and creations channel on the Discord, Nettles added really cool glow-in-the-dark ghosty, which I thought was awesome. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, it really genuinely is. This feels a little bit like when I was doing the Midgar model of the Final Fantasy VII DLC, where it's like all in sections like this. Kind of nice. Kind of like it. It's very good for the part of my brain that wants the dopamine trail. I'm following the dopamine, chat. That's why I'm playing more Powerwash. I know, not the most exciting story-based game in the world, but I'm following the dopamine these days. Nothing is worth me giving up what brings me the most peace and the most happiness. I get to, and like I said, it's the partnerversary, baby. This is the game that got me really big. I'm pretty sure I was playing this when I found out I was partner on Twitch also. It was either this or maybe like Destiny 2. I don't know if chat, would you be down with like Destiny 2? Be down with me playing Destiny on stream again? It's been many years since I've done it. I don't know, the new season just started. I don't even know if the new season's any good. It had a weird texture. There's so many talented creatives posting their art there. I love it. I know, we have so many artists and like really talented people in our community. Coming out of alert to say yes? Okay, I'll think about it. Is there, okay, Austin, since you played a little bit of it, I think, is there anything in the current season that's going to make me stop running my Arc 3.0 class, Hunter class, where I just have speedy, punchy, you know, cross-counter ability on? Those are always amazing Hangout streams? Okay. I mean, it would be very much the same as this, except, like, maybe you'd actually get to hear some good voice acting from within the game, and thered be a story to follow along with, which might be more interesting to some people, even if you don't know what's going on. This is the deepest lore, my guy. Greatest story-based game. There is actually some lore in this game going on behind the scenes. It's just, we haven't been paying as much attention to it in this community. I'm biased because that's what I run. It's the most fun. Being able to run around at max speed punching things while you're supercharged with arc and have damage reduction. Come on. You get shield and overshield from punching things in the game. Why would I not run that? I'm basically like a Titan light hunter. The new Strand aspect gives you Beyblades? What? Okay. Alright. You know, Strand really sucked when it first came out for Hunter class. I actually do need to get back into it, check out the Strand stuff. You're right. I barely played last season. I played like a bit. I got through most of the battle pass and then called it quits, but I gotta jump back in, you know? I wasn't listening for a second because I needed to see the art. What are we talking about? Talk about Destiny 2, because I haven't played the new season yet, and I heard it was kind of good. Heard it was pretty chill. So I was saying maybe that was another game besides Powerwash that I used to play all the time on stream, and I wasn't sure if the community would want to see me play that again or not. And most people were like, yeah, no, those were chill. So there's other games like Escape the Ayuwoki or Killer Frequency that I saw being streamed on TikTok and YouTube. I mean, there's a lot of other games out there if we're going to just name off random games, but Killer Frequency is one that I have no idea what the hell the first one was that you mentioned. I'm sorry. But Killer Frequency is one that a lot of community members recommended, but I'm talking about games that I can just chill with, chase the dopamine with. So a little bit different than what you're talking about there, Anime Fangirl. Last season was pretty good. This season is even better. I liked last season. I hit my burnout like every couple seasons with Destiny 2. I just get like burnout and I end up grinding a different battle pass in a different game instead. Because I'm old and that's all the time and energy that I have to play games that have battle passes. So it's the way it is. I'm just here for the vibes. This is such a cool community. Cupcake, I'm glad, like genuinely glad that you enjoy your time here. It's so nice to hear that from newer people here. Started with a new therapist today and I got signed up for group therapy for anxiety coping mechanisms. Nettles, I am so glad. I'm so proud of you for pursuing that. That is freaking awesome. It's a huge step. That's wonderful to hear. Congrats to you. That is excellent good news. Thank you so much for sharing that with the community. Very, very cool. We have a lot of people going into therapy in the community, and I'm proud of all of you. Even if you're not in therapy, if you're, doing your best to be mindful, figure your own stuff out. Be as kind as you can to the world and within the world. Like, that kind of shit goes a long way. I know we meme here. I know we get some, like, edgy humor going every now and then, but, like, ultimately, like, it is fucking cool to hear about people who just want to be the best version of themselves. Therapy or otherwise, Russian Vixen, what's up? Hello. Hi. I'm pretty pumped. Definitely a step in the right direction. Freaking love that for you. Like, genuinely. Very, very much so. Wait. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna have to take off the extension again. Do a stubby gun. Just get as close as possible. Ooh, that's now that's satisfying. Straight into the crevasses. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Ooh. The Hyperwarp Engine. That's a sci-fi name. Oh, it's so close to being done. Where's the last dirt? Oh, in there. 40% done? Hell yeah. Oh, there it is. Wait, what? Gotta go vertical for this one, I guess. What? Dude, what on this is dirty? There's barely anything. These birds are freaking me out, by the way. They're just like, you hear like every like 30 seconds. It's like those videos on YouTube where it's like 10 hours of silence, occasionally broken up by someone screaming. Like, there's so many of those videos on YouTube. That used to be like a whole genre video. Like 10 hours of silence, occasionally broken up by the sound of someone shitting their pants. That's what this stage reminds me of right now. Ah! Fuck! I took therapy from about September 2022 to around February or March of this year, and it definitely helped reframe my thoughts and put things into perspective. And I have seen such a major difference from this year to last year. I still have my moments, but I'm doing so much better, and I'm proud of myself for taking those steps. I'm proud of you, Brookie. That is wonderful. That really, really, really is amazing that you made that decision for yourself. Really good to have a streamer who talks about mental health so freely. Ah, Freddie, I've been trying to get into this type of thing for a long time. Like, make my experience in the world, because again, those of you newer here, I used to be a psych counselor back in the day. That is not a welcome invitation for me to give free psych advice. I don't feel comfortable doing so. I'm a stranger on the internet playing idiotic video games. We're all just here to chill and take a break from the real world as much as we can. But sometimes we get like a little bit serious when we talk about shit, for sure. But it's been nice to bring my own life experience and a little bit of my expertise from past like jobs that I've worked and stuff into the stream. And like, I think that mental health stuff should be destigmatized. I really do. So I'm glad that I can hopefully be a responsible role model / adult for people, because I know I didn't have me for myself when I was growing up. I didn't explore this shit until I was in college. And I even went to therapy when I was like a really young kid. But it was for things like, oh, you got diagnosed with ADHD. Oh, you got diagnosed with insomnia. Oh, you got diagnosed with this and that. But it was never like really talking about like my mental health well-being and my desire to seek peace and acceptance and things. So being able to talk about this stuff freely is a dream come true. I hope that I can help out other people who are looking for that kind of energy. Even just through general information and openness. 10 hours of silence broken up by the Taco Bell bell. Or as I called it the other day, I called that the Taco Bell dong accidentally. And chat lost it. That was the dyslexia moment. I was like, oh, it's, you know, like bells go ding dong is what was going on in my head. And I called it the Taco Bell dong. Gotta love the Taco Bell dong. Listen, the Taco Bell dong is on a different website. I'm sorry. It might, I mean, this isn't Kick, guys. Come on. No. I came in at the right time. Apparently, I started therapy as well. Starting last month. Hey, first month's a big one. I've been having some bad thoughts. I'm so sorry. Russian Vixen, I'm so sorry you're dealing with that. But, again, this is something we try to keep really triggering topics out of chat as much as we can. If you want to talk about, you know, like, hey, I'm going through a rough time and making it that generic, that's okay. Mentioning very specific things like, please do your best. This isn't to scold you. This is just to be mindful to other people in the community. I'm so sorry you're dealing with that, but I'm so grateful that you are getting help for that kind of thing. But just as a reminder, anything that could be triggering to other people, please keep the details of that stuff to a minimum as much as you can. This is a heads up. Just general blanket statement for people. Heavenly Father calls it the Taco Bell bong. That's also a different thing. Sorry, Wildo. All good. All good. These types of things happen. I'm glad that people are getting help. Especially if it's getting that severe. Please definitely know that there's always reasons to keep pushing through shit. That's all I'll say. Try to keep it PG in wording. Understandable. It's more of a, like, you know, we'll have, like, people who be like, hey, I am, like, 4 months clean today. And that's enough. You know, like, where it's like, cool, that's awesome. Like, we don't need to know, like, clean from what type of thing. But, like, we're very proud of people who are, like, going through their, you know, the steps to make sure that, like, they're taking care of themselves. That's the thing that, like, is the important part. Amanda, take care. Thank you so much for vibing. Appreciate you being here, as always. Nice to have you. And again, not scolding you or anything like that. That's not the point of me bringing that up. Just one of those, like, oh, oops. Haven't reminded chat of this for a while. So, just mindfulness is, like, the #1 big thing. But I do appreciate the thought that went into the initial message as well, though. Like, I am happy that that wasn't like that was something that was just fired from the hip or anything. You're absolutely fine. Ooh, this is pretty. What the hell? If I had known it was like this all the way on the underside, I would have done this way sooner. This is cool. This is so awesome. I love this. So pretty. Everything just glows. So nice. You know? So neat. I like this a lot. So pretty. Like, everything just pops when you wash this dirt off. You know? There we go. There we go. Look at that guy. Look at that little dude. He's gonna live there. He's the alien. Perfect canvas for Mogi. Yep, perfect new living space. What a guy. Look at that guy. He's such a guy down there. You know what glows? All of chat, you're glowing and beaming with the brightness of living, gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful lives. I love that. Very cute. Very, very kind of you to say, Brie. I think everyone needs that kind of reminder now and then. So my baby says when he wants sausage for breakfast, saucy? Yeah, there we go. Wait, what's wrong with me saying there we go? There we go. He's there he go. Look at him go. Wait. Here we go. Oh! Look at that. He's got little motion. He's running. He's moving. No, wait. Or we do it this way. Chat, he's vibrating. There he go. He vibrating. Oh my god, he do be vibrating. His little feet are vibrating too. Little wiggle signs. Oh my god, he be vibrating. He's vibing. He's the wiggle poster. He literally is vibing, right? He's a vibe. Jacob! God damn it. Listen, it's not your birthday anymore. You don't get away with that one. You know what's fucked up? Okay, we were talking about like wish.com earlier, so this kind of ties in to that comment. There's probably an Among Us themed vibrator out there somewhere. I'm sorry. I mean, that intrusive thought won with this for sure. But like, there's definitely like someone has definitely made like a feel like the true imposter and welcome. I'm not even gonna keep going with the fake advertisement for the probably real Among Us vibrator. No, why? Oh, God. Oh, Cage. I'm glad that's what I'm coming back to from the lurking. Yella, hey, how we doing? Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. How is your stream? You are joining at a really interesting time in the great wide, the World Wide Web. www.twitch.tv/Girbeagly. Welcome. How was your stream? What were you up to? Hello. Now everyone on the internet is looking up Mogus vibes. Oh my god, is everyone on the internet watching my stream right now? Hi, whole internet. Hope you're enjoying your time. Palia? Oh my god, I hope that you've been loving that. Such a fun game. A very, very chill game. Hope you had a blast with that. Anyone having this stream out loud? Your phone thinks you want that now. Prepare for ads. Yeah. Wish.com advertisements, Temu advertisements for the Among Us themed vibrator. Feel like a true imposter and get sussy under the sheets. Oh my god, Jesus. Professional voice actor, that's my first commercial I get. You don't have enough crewmates in your home to call for an emergency meeting? We've got you covered. God damn it. Oh, God. Here's the thing. Maybe I should be canceled because then I can't make content like this anymore. I've had ads relating to stream topics even with my headphones plugged in, but maybe it's because I type in chat and contribute to it. It could be. Keystrokes. You know, cookies. Freaking the sheets, sussy in the sheet. Freaking the stream, sussy in the sheets. There we go. Not the sussy, sexy cells. Said it again. Your phone is setting up recommended wish lists. I don't have earbuds tonight. Hi, everyone who can hear the stream in proximity of Antichrist Bear. Hope you're enjoying the suggestions. You can't keep getting away with this. Yeah, I know. This is a plea for Listen, I tweeted this, I think at the beginning of this year, maybe it was last year. Pay me money. Literally. Just, because any creator out there is considered annoying by somebody. People who find me fucking annoying want me to stop making content. Pay me fucking money. Pay me enough fucking money. I will go away forever. Give me enough money to just retire and chill and sit on that big stack of cash. I will never make content again. Pay me enough money and I will never ever come back to making content. I promise. Swear to fucking God. I would absolutely. If someone was like, hey, I hate you. Here's $1 million to stop making content. I'd be like, okay. I'll go buy a cottage in the woods and read. Wear cute cottagecore outfits and fucking, like, pick flowers. Like, you know. Sure. For $100,000, you can buy my silence permanently. Fallen, hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. LeBron live in their cottagecore, girly dreams unplugged away from the world like you always wanted, haters. Exactly. Exactly. Pay me motherfucking money and I will go away. I promise you. There's that fine balance where I want people who, like, do support me to give me enough money that I can, like, keep living and doing this indefinitely. And then the other side of it where I'm like, man, instead of having people leave, like, hate comments like they do, just pay me your fucking money. Put your money where your mouth is and make me go away. You know? No, then we won't get to see the fits. I'd love to see those. I'd find, you know, like, I would be like, all right, I'm not, like, famous on the internet anymore, so I'm going to, like, I'll post, like, my fits on, like, Instagram still. It's not like I'm making money off of Instagram right now. But I'd stop, like, making YouTube and, like, Twitch stuff, you know? No one would have to see, like, content. Whoever could possibly be listening, don't do that. We want this forever. Well, the haters don't. The haters don't. The day when you say the final curse thing and simply disappear from the internet. Listen, I used to make people cry who were like, a lot of like people who like joined during the pandemic remember these talks. But I'd be playing this game specifically, and we'd be having like a good little like emotional like hangout sesh. Chat would be making me cry by being really nice to me and giving me way too many subs. And, like, I'd be talking about how much I care about the community and, like, it means the world, you know? To, like, be able to do this stuff. And I would often... Yeah, where the Gerb Feels emote came from. Gerb Feels came from me making that actual face because chat donated like 200, 300 subs to me in one stream. And I was like, what is happening? And like we hit like 1,500 subs that stream or something. It was unreal. Unbelievable how many subs we had. And that's just that pandemic viewership boom that was going on. But I used to talk about how... Yella, please go take care of yourself. Yes, I hope that work goes really well. Thank you again for the raid. You're great. You're wonderful. I appreciate you dropping by to hang out for a little bit as well. But please, yeah, go take care of your priorities. Thank you, thank you. But I used to fire back because I was... The thing is there used to be these streams where people would call them #BreakBrian streams. Where people would just donate tons of tips to me, donate tons of subs to me, donate tons of bits to me. It was just like a fucking like mission to make me cry on stream through generosity, and that was really nice. But it was also before the economy was on fire quite as much as it is now. We could always bring them back. Who though? No one has money right now. The economy's in shambles because of like the shrinkflation shit, where like corporations are giving us less but charging us more money and causing like artificial inflation. Raising the prices of everything. just because they're greedy and they like,
He
oh
only
no,
likes her
I've
because
been
she's
hit
old.
by like
She's
a
probably
small
like
hit to my profit margin this year, so I have to
Hello.
like make the consumer
New year,
miserable.
Mark, let's go.
You know, no one has
Super
money right
happy
now.
to
It's
be a
okay.
part of this
It happens.
community. Thank you as always, Gerb Chaos.
Thank you so much, 1 billion. What the heck? 3 freaking years? Oh my god. Thank you, seriously. Thank you so much. Speaking of a pandemic view over here, freaking 1 billion. 1 billion, thank you so much. I appreciate that a ton. Can we please, congrats first of all on your Rainbow Jolteon. Yeah, Gay Jolteon gang. Thank you so much. If you are here and you got access to Pride emotes or hype emotes, please drop them in the chat for a huge milestone from fellow community member. Thank you again. That's so nice of you. Thank you, thank you. If it's okay to ask those who use them, is there a specific way to hold the offset walking cane? Why wouldn't that be okay to ask? Fawn, you're absolutely fine. I don't think you've ever asked a question that's like, you know, inconsiderate or like not mindful in some kind of way. Absolutely. We have a ton of people who use accessibility aids and stuff like that. So like, yeah, mobility aids are cool. And I hope that people help you out with an answer to that. But here's the thing. My weapon was emotional damage during those Break Brian streams.
Christ dream or cry.
Beans, you put that $3, you refund your bank right now. You have your bank refund you right now. You put that $3 back in your bank right now. Did I not just get over talking about how boomed the economy, how cooked the economy is right now? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm going to warn you, I will probably use that $3 on food. I'll like buy fast food. Just warning you. Thank you for the meal though. Marvelous message. As you should. No, thank you. I really do appreciate that so much. I'll probably contribute that $3 towards Pizza Hut breadsticks if I'm going to be honest. My favorite food. We were talking about neurodivergent tendencies earlier in the stream. I could eat Pizza Hut breadsticks, not even a joke. This is not an exaggeration. I guarantee I could do this. Like if I wanted to make a YouTube video about doing this for like a month straight, every meal, I could probably eat Pizza Hut breadsticks. I don't know what they put in those that affects my brain as much as they do. I love those things. When Morgan was gone, I told you, I ate 10 of them. I just went to pizza. I didn't even order pizza. I ordered 10 Pizza Hut breadsticks. And that was my meal. Vezan, thank you for the follow and get some wonderful rest. Thank you so much for vibing with us. Appreciate it. Seriously. Perfect girl dinner? Yeah, no, that was my girl dinner. Absolutely. That was like very girl dinner. Title of the video, girl dinner. Yeah, girl dinner for a month, put you in the credits. Listen, maybe here's my thing is whenever I drop the Patreon, even though it's going to be so that people can see the cosplay, I'll probably still do like a credit screen for people who support me on Patreon and Ko-fi. Like I'll probably do that because I think that would be fun, and I've never had like premium content up like that while I was doing YouTube intensely. Like Fanhouse was kind of that, but like it was its own social media platform, whereas this is like people actually just, you know, paying for premium content. That is like fully fan funded. So I'd probably do like an outro screen with like people's usernames and stuff on that, which I think would be cool. Like their chicken. I've actually never had Pizza Hut's chicken. Breadsticks are so yummy. They're so good. Would that actually be a funny video? I'd have to talk to Morgan because she would go insane. That would also be really expensive, because I would be spending a lot of money a day on takeout food. So it would have to be like maybe down the line, but it would be kind of funny if I was like, I ate Pizza Hut breadsticks as girl dinner every day for a month. That'd be kind of funny. Used to order Pizza Hut a lot in high school, local pizza place. Has been my go-to now, but the breadsticks and the pasta slap. It's so good. The pasta too, for sure. I may have been surviving on Shapes crackers alone lately. Listen, Shapes, though, out of any of the ways to have girl dinner, Shapes slap. Those are good. Those are really delicious. Pizza Hut cheesy breadsticks. That's what I had, Liz, while Morgan was gone. Because here's the thing. The regular breadsticks were like $6.99 for 5 of them. So you're looking at $14 plus tax for the regular breadsticks, and I was like, I don't know about that one. But then they had a special at my location where it was $11 for 10 cheesy breadsticks, and I was like, I'm on that so motherfucking quick. I'm on that so fast. You know, like that is... man, that should be illegal. Also, I never finished what I was talking about, chat. You distracted me because you don't want me to tell this story. Because some of you know it's about to happen. Again, this is all reruns all the time on this channel. But back in the day, people used to try to make me cry on purpose by sub-bombing me and giving me giant donations and shit. And I would cry. Probably, I'd say like 99% of the time, you guys would elicit some sort of emotional reaction from me. Because the magnitude was just, that was unfair, honestly. That was emotional manipulation by my own community. The amount of money you guys spent on me was not, that should not be allowed. Spent on a stupid streamer. You'd always duck the camera away, though, so we couldn't see. Yeah, or I'd put up, like, the BRB screen. Been eating protein bowls. I'm fixated on them. Those are good, though, depending on what's in them. I don't know why my voice cracked there, but back in the day, jingle, jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle, back in the day. It was quite wild. It was, for sure. It's like seeing reruns I've never known, so it's new for me, if that helps. These stories are honestly so cool. I'm glad someone's enjoying them. So one of the things that I used to do, though, is, like, you know, chat would be like, here's just, it's a random fucking Thursday during lockdown, so here's $400, streamer, so that you can order, like, a dress to, like, do cosplay in, or, like, the time chap bought me in chroma glasses for my color blindness, which was insane to me. Where it's like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we hit 1,000 subs and I bought some color blindness glasses and chromas? And then you guys did that. Like, that was nuts. Man, you guys have done a lot. Thank you. But I get all emotional like I am. And I would tell chat, listen, chat, just going back to the previous topic we were talking about, a finality of the last time I streamed, you know? Of, like, the last time you guys get to see me. That's gonna happen eventually. That will happen eventually. Like, I'm not joking. Like, that will happen. There will be a day where you go, man, I haven't, you know, what was that? What was the name of that community that I used to hang out in? Man, there were so many, like, we had fun memes, and there was just, like, chill late night streams and stuff. And, like, there was, like, a group of people there that were just, like, so nice to each other and always looking out for, like, each other's best interests and stuff. What was the name? Oh, yeah, Girbeagly. That's right. I wonder if he still streams. And you're going to come to twitch.tv/Girbeagly. And there's going to be that little indicator on the screen. It says last live 3 years ago. Last live 5 years ago. Last live 10 years ago. It's going to happen eventually. It will happen. And that's an inevitability. And that's another reason why I'm really determined, while I got this platform that I got, that while I have the people in this community that I have, who I just really freaking, I don't know how many ways I can say I appreciate the people who support what I do. I try to make it very clear, not make it sound cliche and fake or anything like that, or delve into parasocialism or anything like that. I do my fucking best, though. I hope that it comes across as sincere and genuine. Like, to remind you guys, like, I love doing what I do, and I want to make as many good memories, have as many laughs together, have as many meaningful moments together as I can, because that day is inevitable. There will be a time. You guys go to look. Last uploaded on YouTube. You know, 8 years ago. That's going to happen. I might have deleted social media accounts by then. Who knows? Like, it's going to happen. Stop, wait, what, bro? I just got here. Hello, Jenna. You framing it like we're going to forget the name of you in this community when you've all made such a huge difference in my and each other's lives is wild to me. Rookie, here's the thing though, like that's not even just to be dramatic or add any sort of like emotional weight to the story. Like I've even like in the past like year, we've had like people drop by and be like, hey, I haven't been here for like a couple years. Like I forgot about this community. And then like I saw your name crop up somewhere on the internet and decided to stop by to see what you and the community were up to still, and like suddenly remembered like all the good times I had here. I've been so busy, I've had work, or like I have a family now, or whatever it might be. Like we've had people do that. People get priorities besides just watching content. People grow, they forget. I don't remember the names of all the TV shows I watched when I was a kid. I don't. There was too many that were on. I don't remember the names of every celebrity that I used to watch and, you know, on those shows. It happens. It's something that I'm glad that, especially in the now, people are able to appreciate what we do. The good memories that we're making, the good vibes that we're having, the good feeling of knowing there's people out there like us. That's cool as shit. That's awesome. But I also know the impermanence of trends and content and the world. Some of you are not here to get to know me that well. You're here to watch silly, stupid content that I'm normally known for. That's okay. There's no shame in that. You do not have to get deeply involved in who I am or what I believe in or anything like that. Like, you don't. Like, no one is forcing you to do that. I'm very aware of that after doing this for like a decade. I've seen people come and go a lot. And I just want it to always be very genuine and come across very sincerely that I appreciate the time you've given me to do what I do. But I also know it won't be forever, and I know some of you will, at some point, have bigger priorities, bigger fish to fry in your own lives. And you might not remember what I'm about or what I do or what has happened in this community. And that's okay. It's a part of life. It's just what happens. I have no animosity towards that. I have a lot of peace towards that. But just know I appreciate you. I do. So there we go. This is how I weaponized my emotions against you guys back then, by the way. So if you've never faced that before, here you go. I mean it, though. I really freaking mean it. I really, really mean it a lot. It's so friend-shaped in here. I'm so glad you feel that way, Jenna. But these moments here, like, we've had a lot of funny memes. We've had a lot of funny, like, outrageous, bizarre streams. We've had, like, really, really fun special streams where I've been in cosplay or we've been doing, like, a themed stream for whatever reason. Those have been great. But I just want to say, Music was a paid actor. Like, these moments, these streams, that like the one we're doing right now, where like, yeah, people are getting sleepy, people are drifting off, they're having to duck out to take care of themselves, which is all fine. But where we just get to like be human beings to each other, it's not like creator and like viewer in the sense of like I'm peddling content to you. I'm vibing out with a game I like to play. Some of you enjoy watching this, you happen to enjoy watching it, but I'm just being me. And you guys are just being you. And this is the type of, like, chill vibe I love, like, more than anything. These are the moments I remember. There's a reason even though I have terrible memory, can recall certain things from over the years that have happened in chat. Certain things people have said, certain things I've gotten to do. It means a lot. It's really cool. And I just want you all to know, like, I appreciate it. Thank you. Like, I see so many freaking sub badges in chat right now. It's unreal to me. Thank you to every single one of you for supporting what I get to do. Streams have been really special to me, and I'm glad I started watching when I did. Really needed the good vibes during those rough pandemic times. This community is so important to me now, like I've literally spent some fraction of my life here. Don't regret a single second of it. Sorry that was long. No, that's okay. I'm really happy to hear that you enjoy your time here. Genuinely. And thank you. For I'm basically being like, if I'm emotional, I'm going to take all of you down with me. Oh, yeah. If you guys are going to destroy my heart the way that you do and used to, like, especially back then, I got my own tools at my disposal. For sure. Rose got me crying in the club. I'm trying to clean my room. Listen, here's my thing. As I get older, I'm just going to get more and more sappy. I'm just warning everybody. It's just going to happen. I feel my feels, you know? I feel my feels. Feeling feelings isn't bad. Sometimes it's kind of scary. Sometimes it's kind of anxiety-inducing, but being able to talk openly like this is good for me. This is good for my brain. This is good for my therapy, that kind of thing. I'm glad I've been able to open up more with the community as the years have gone by. Felt less afraid to share who I really am with everybody. It means a lot. It's really cool. So, thank you for being here, everybody. Like, truly, thank you. Whoa, I didn't even know that wasn't done. All right, what do you say we drop this sappy nonsense and we get this damn UFO all cleaned up and shiny? I'm glad I'm here. It's been nice getting to know you, Cupcake. Like I said, it's been really nice. Now you know a bit of the deep lore as well of like weaponized emotional like warfare that Chat and I constantly get into boxing matches against each other with. I always remember my first time in chat, almost brand new to Twitch, and everyone was so delightful and funny. Highlight of my day being here, truly. Freddie, I'm so glad to hear that. I think a lot of people have like really good first memories. Some people don't. Some people are like, I don't really fucking like your shit when I first like found you on the internet, but now like I do. And that's fine too. Like I've had people straight up, and granted, I hope people don't say this to me because it is like a little bit like, ow, that one hurt. But I've had people be like, yeah, I originally saw you in like one of Ethan's or like Mark's videos, and then like I didn't really like you in it. And I'd be like, what the fuck? And then they're like, but then I started coming by your streams and like reading your Twitter and stuff, and you're great. I like you now. And I've had people say that kind of thing, and it's okay if you didn't like me to begin with, but like, don't let me know. Not in that way, at least. Bring it up more gently, please. I'm fragile. Ugh. I have too big of an ego. I'm a content creator. Sussy, more like sappy. Yeah, everyone say goodbye to the sussy baka. That wasn't a good. That's kind of more like the noise, right? That happens when you like slice someone in half. I don't know. That sounds gross. It sounds like I'm spitting into the microphone. Gross. What if I wait? What is chat if not an ego booster? Very true. No, the sussy. Literally can't say enough how much you and the community have made my life better. I've gone through some bad things, and y'all have always been accepting and here for me. Started this, so now I shall go off on how amazing y'all are. Oh, I'm glad you included the community in that, because it's like I always say, and I know people are sick of hearing this, but it's really true and not a cliche. But like, there are literally so many more of you in here than there are of me. You all help each other. You all support the crap out of each other. Not every community does that. Not every community wants to get to know each other. And if you're someone who lurks and doesn't really want to get to know the community, that's fine too. I'm not shaming you for that at all. But those of you who have ventured into the chat, I'm hopeful that you walk away with good stories about like what people make you feel like in this community. Truly. Remember, we have one regular, it might have been Anime Fangirl, who first message was a reference to Radiohead song, and the mods banned them. Brian caught it mid-deletion and had to tell the mods, no, that was a music reference. Yeah, I forgot who that was. But I do remember that scenario. Where it's like, oh no, mods, listen, you did your job right, but also that was not a bad thing. That was someone putting, like, Radiohead lyrics in there. I want this UFO bottom to be on my ceiling. Is that just me? It looks cool. It looks like streamer lights. It's UFO streams on twitch.tv for sure. For sure, they're a streamer girly. I don't remember how I got here. I just woke up one day and I was like, oh shit, what? But I do remember being really happy when I did. All the people that I see here every stream and recognize in other chats are so nice. Love saying hi to people when they're around. It makes me happy to see people consider friends. Do you know how I think you got here? Antichrist Bear. At least I think, I might be misremembering this, but I think this is the way. Pretty sure you got here because of the Bel Air House stream. Pretty sure. Definitely Twitch coded. Yeah, it's a Twitch coded UFO. It's really cool to have come in and people enthusiastically say hello. It brings me so much joy. I love it. I love that people like greet each other and recognize each other and stuff all the time. It's fun. It's so great. It's like, it just makes it like, I remember I shared this before that, like, you know, I use all the phrases like fan, community, etc. Viewer, whatever, pretty interchangeably for the most part. But I had a guy who I'm no longer friends with, who was a streamer that I knew pretty early on in my career, who used to try to shame me for using the phrase community. He's like, oh, it's not like you're running a town. What do you mean a community? Like, it's not like you guys, like, are like a town. And it's like, yeah, but there's, like, a bunch of different, like, what else would you fucking call it? A group? Oh, a fan group. And he's like, yeah, I'm just always just gonna call my fans fans. And I was like, yeah, they're your fans, but, like, I don't know, like, you form a community of people who are, like, used to being around each other and, like, vibing with the type of energy that's, like, that you output regularly. Is that not a fucking community, bro? You know? Like, remember my first time in streams, oh so clearly, feeling very welcome in chat while Brian was losing their names in rage games? Like, Bennett Foddy and I Am Bread. Yeah, that's right, the charity streams. Oh my god. It's wonderful having you here, Brookie, and thank you again for everything you've contributed. Being a mod and just being a wonderful person in general. It's been great getting to know you, truly. And that's another thing, too. I bring this up to mods all the time. But, like, mods, I follow you on social media for a reason. Like, if you ever want to, like, chat about stuff, like, you have access to my DMs. Like, I picked you, and I trust you as mods for reasons, you know? It do be like that. You're cool. Is this Girbeagly Town? Oh, God, we went from GerbCon to Gerb Town? Oh, no. This isn't good. How did I typo names from mind? I got the general gist of what you were saying, and that was enough. So, also just joined the Discord, so I'm excited to chat with some of y'all. I will warn you, our Discord is a very sleepy Discord. People are just there to kind of vibe, and you'll see brief flurries of activity, but for the most part, like, people are chill, and sometimes people will write stuff in there and not get, like, a response for, like, a little bit. But that's okay. It's very much like this chat, where, like, we just keep it, like, low-key and vibe. So, if you're looking for, like, a mega active community, you might be in the wrong spot, but I kind of like it the way that it is. Sometimes I'm like, hey, guys, like, today, chat, I pinged the Discord to go interact with my... Because Bandai Namco, one of my favorite companies of all time, reached out and they were like, yo, do you want the new Armored Core game from Software, the people who made Elden Ring and Dark Souls and Bloodborne? And I was like, yes, I'm a big Armored Core mech fan. I like anything mech related, please. And they sent it to me, so I have the brand new game. And no one even interacted. I mean, those of you who did, thank you so much. But very few of you, chat. I don't want to actually shame you for that. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, it's an EP day. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It happens. I don't need anyone to do anything in that chat, except if it's, like, truly important. If I'm like, hey, guys, I need you to, like, you know, respond to this or interact with this. It's very low-key. There are no expectations if you're a part of the Discord. I want you to know. Sorry, I'm so inactive. No. This was all a joke. I'm so sorry. I want to make this very clear. I was joking. I was /S at all of you. You're fine. Please do not worry. I like to tease people. I like to remind you. I'd like to call you guys silly names. I'm like, you guys are the laziest fucking community. I don't care if you guys are lazy. I get lazy. I'm tired all the time, you know? Life is tiring. Do what you gotta do to get through the day. All right? But if it's like a big thing, I'm gonna be like, please, it would mean the world if you hype this up. And that's like your go button. Like, go, hype the shit out of something, you know? Outside of that, though, not really any expectations in the Discord. It's big vibe energy, Cupcake, and anyone new there. Just enjoy your time. Share what you want. Make sure you do read the channel, the different chat channel descriptions we have. People have been getting a couple of those mixed up recently. The mods work really hard to come up with categories that make sense. So that is something that we would love people to adhere by. That said, also, if you guys missed, because I didn't see very many interactions on this either, Corey announced this after we had some mod discussion. But originally we had a suggestion form that was set up by like the old mod team. Because I've been around so long, I can say I had an old mod team. But we had a suggestion form where people could anonymously, hey, what's up, J-Rose? Welcome to the stream. Could anonymously submit feedback about the community, like about like what they wanted changed on the Discord or whatever. Not general community feedback, but like what they wanted on the Discord specifically. Or like changes made or whatever. And just to warn you, suggestions aren't always implemented right away, or sometimes they're not implemented at all if we are like, it's like something that like just wouldn't work. But we swapped over to a different feature where people can anonymously submit it via Discord itself, so people don't have to do extra clicks through a Google form. So if you didn't see that announcement that Corey put up, go to the announcements section on Discord, on the Discord, and you'll be able to read about that. I think the one detail that Corey left out is that it's still anonymous, even though you are chatting on Discord, typing on Discord. No one will be able to see your name, and you will not be able to see anyone else's names in that suggestion field. I'll do my best as a new member of Girbeagly Town. Oh my god, we've gone through so many names in this community. Not the Girbeagly Town to confuse even more people. We were like Beagly Bubs a little bit, like that's what the Discord's called, and the Reddit. And then we got... I used to be, I don't know, people used to be like, oh, we're called Guys and Gals, because you say that at the beginning of your YouTube videos, back when I used to still say that. And then I was like, I don't even know if I am a Guys or Gals. And now we're Late Night Gang, and I don't know. Not Girbeagly Town. Trapezoid, how we doing? Hello, hi. Welcome. That's the thing which can be done. Yeah, Bree, it's really cool. Corey and Jenna, and Austin and Brookie were the main ones giving the feedback about it and figuring it out. I was kind of just there. I was like, I don't know shit about Discord. Without the mod team, it would fall apart. So I'm very grateful to them. Girbeagly Town, my peaceful home. I don't know why that sounds so funny. Girbeagly Town. It's like on the cusp of being cringe, so it's like embarrassing to say it. But there's also like a sincerity that's like a little bit cute to it that I'm like, I can't fault it totally. But also like, what the, we can't be all these things. We can't. We just can't. There's like too much going on. The branding is a nightmare. So used to brat chat? Well, that's not me at all. Girbeagly Town is a town inside the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid? Oh my god. Do you think they would let us take residency up there? I've done so much marketing for them. I feel like I wasn't really given feedback about the suggestion box. I don't want to take credit, but big appreciation to the rest of the mod team. I mean, Brookie, you get involved, like, even when it's like, you know, after everyone said their piece, you get involved just by giving, like, a vote in favor of stuff. I appreciate that a lot. The feedback is the thing that's, like, the hardest. Like, I was just talking to a friend about this the other day. But we are, like, in a time where it is hard to get anyone to participate in anything. Not because they don't want to, but because all of us are fucking exhausted by the state of the world. Everyone is tired. Trend cycling has become, like, faster than normal. So that's exhausting to try to keep up with as well for both creators and even viewers. All of us are just tired. We have low energy. It's hard to click even on links sometimes. That used to be the easiest thing in the world, but sometimes I'll just scroll by shit too, you know? It do be like that. It's hard not to take it personally as a creator. I'll you know, be honest and transparent about that, but, like, I also get it. because I'm living in the same world. But the fact that, like, you participate, that means a lot, Brookie. Like, you're great. You're fine. Even if you didn't, like, you're fine. You're great. You're a mod for a reason. You've already earned your dues. We shall breed. We shall breed. Oh my God, Jesus, that's not what I meant to say. Why is that a constant word that's coming up? I don't want it. We shall not. We shall build. I was trying to read your message, Jenna. The dyslexia has been all over the place tonight. Oh, Jesus freaking Christ. We shall build Girbeagly Town next to GerbCon within the Bass Pro shop so everyone has somewhere to nap. All I wanted to do was read that message. All I wanted to do was just literally read that message. It does kind of sound like a little village in the mountains that has bookstores and stuff, but at the same time is still very 2016 YouTuber, has a weird chimney intro song, or chimey intro song, yeah. Hey, I used to have an intro animation. I used to have my catchphrase and everything, and now I just go, hey, everybody, it's Girbeagly. They're doing whatever the fuck, you know. We don't say late night gang too often. J-Rose, I know you just recently started coming back, but we say late night gang a lot. That has been the very strong. It's on merch at this point. I left with sappy stuff. I come back. No, you didn't, Austin. No, that was you didn't hear that. Thank you for adding a quote to that. Hey, adjust that quote though. Fix that quote so that it has the correct attribution, or you're fired forever. Oh God. The triannual. No. That will not be an activity at GerbCon or any place in GerbTown or wherever. No. Oh my God. Ton of us are suffering decision fatigue. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it happens. It happens. That said, I do want to make it very clear that I appreciate the shit out of all the stuff everyone engages with. Sometimes it feels like I'm squeezing blood from a stone, and that's just the way that it is to be a content creator these days. But know those moments where you actually are receptive, chat. It means the fucking world. It really is so cool to have like a community that like wants to be involved in stuff that I do and root for me and support me. It didn't register that way? Wait, what? Wait, is there a horoscope? I don't think that's a good horoscope for my weekend. Wait, are you trying to get a quote for your horoscope? And the quote that you got was, I'm gonna shoot you out of appreciation? That's an exciting moment. Brian says, with dyslexia. No, I mean, we need the date format and what I was doing on stream so there's context. Otherwise, I have no idea where the quotes come from. Otherwise, this shit pinballs around my brain, and I'm like, man, I want to know when I said that like that one. I want to know when I said I was going to shoot somebody on stream. Because then I have legal ways to avoid things when I'm brought to court eventually. You know? I'm about to go to bed, but I need a horoscope. Okay, I guess that your horoscope is odd G's penis. Yeah, chat, get your horoscope in chat with a quote. Whatever quote comes up with the random quote command, that's your horoscope. There is a 5-second cooldown on that command, just as a warning. Oh my God. Wait, even the date format isn't right. Oh, consistent. How many people are in charge of my quotes that just have made it the most just as chaotic as the community that they're for? Oh my fucking God. There's not even a consistent date format. What power have I given the mods? Asame, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out. Gender euphoria coming in full swing, not with... Then it was perfect. Please make sure to leave me 5 stars on Yelp. God damn it. You have a mod team filled with gremlins. I have a mod team filled with gremlins who don't want to listen to me, which is fair. I gave them a sword for a reason. That's that. That's it. That is it. Thank you, Jenna. You didn't actually have to do any of that. I'm just giving people shit tonight to give people shit. Oh God, Jesus. Anyway, I don't remember what we were talking about. Name of the community. Yeah, it's been Late Night Gang. To those who don't know or haven't been around for a while, we've been Late Night Gang for a while now. It's literally on merch. It's how we've referred to ourselves for I don't know what, better part of like 2 years, something like that. But it is 100% what we are, because listen, I've merchandised it, I've commodified it, I got to make that money off my branding, you know. I got to make a little bit of that moolah off my branding. Thank you for the shit. I must be the model of perfection. No, you don't. You're allowed to make mistakes. Listen, if mistakes were something that I held against the mods, do you think Shiro would still have a mod sword? Do you? No. Being sassy to be sassy? Oh, yeah. You know there's a little spice behind this. Late Night Gang capitalism. I got to put food on the table for my little one. You guys want to keep getting cute pictures of Sig? You know? I gotta get paid for the branding that the effort that I put into brand this channel. Alright. Consume that, but what, see, this is why I'm sad about the early quotes that were added, is I don't know why I would be talking about eating ass. I mean, why not, right? But like, what? Okay, I'm gonna let you know if it's more than one word that you put after quote. I'm pretty sure Nightbot gets confused and just says quote 0 and then does whatever the most recent quote is. I'm pretty sure that's the way that Nightbot works. But if you put like one word after quote, I think that will bring up whatever quote is related to the thing that you're trying to let me have this. Okay, you got it. You got it. No, that was fate. Fate just determined that quote for you. You're right. You know? Quote poop. Yeah, there we go. Better to get hit in the face with memories instead of getting hit in the face with poop. What could I have been doing? Like, what was I doing? What was going on like 2018 when we started compiling those, or whenever the hell that was? Okay, and J-Rock, come on, man, come on. If you use a word that I don't have a quote, I can't believe I don't have a banana quote. I guess it's gonna go to quote 0. Big Bits is a quote. That's interesting. Yeah, you can do quote with a number, and apparently it brings it up. So, not the We Shall Breed though coming up now. I'm gonna have like a sponsor. J-Rock, I hope you're having a good night, man. Dude, I saw you hit like some milestone on the number of hours you played Gunfire. And I like that game, but I don't like, besides Jason, I don't really know people who play it that much. And so if you're ever down, if you ever want to play some Gunfire, I like that game a lot. It's fun as hell. Taking shots in the dark. Hope we get a 420 quote someday. Apparently we're 120 away from it, so maybe. When the Reddit was fairly new, thank you for the big bits was basically your go-to response to people donating to you. Okay, I mean, I as someone with ADHD as severe as mine, I do not doubt that. So I appreciate you being the lore keeper on that one, Bree. Hit 69 hours, nice. I love that game. That game is so fun. If you guys have not played Gunfire on Steam, It's basically like a roguelike Borderlands, except it's like very pro furry. Like if you've ever wanted to play as like a cute animal, like anthropomorphic animal, and just like kill a bunch of like Asian mythology inspired monsters, and then like be able to get new weapons and like abilities and shit. And it has big epic boss fights and stuff. It's such a fun game. I really like it. I made a really bad MS Paint drawing meme of it, so I remember very well. I'm sure it wasn't that bad. I'm always down. I'm just fucking overwhelmed that I've had a very hard time coordinating lobbies or being a part of coordinated lobbies. Oh, I just meant even if you wanted to game for fun, dude. Like, I'm at the point where, like, I don't even bother doing collab lobbies that often. I like doing it every now and then, but, like, also, I protect my peace so fucking much in this industry because people constantly make me want to just, like, eat a solid piece of shell. Like, I'm down to just game for fun. Bunny mains? Oh my god. I haven't played it in enough time since like I think like February, but I like the game a lot. I just gotta put more hours into it. Can't even remember which character I was playing as. Maybe that would be a fun one. Chat, would you want to see me play that game? You want to see like furry Borderlands roguelite Asian inspired mythology cute freaking fun game? I'd play that. Hell yeah, I love offline gaming with homies. Dude, ever since I got a Steam Deck, that's like my preferred way to do shit. Just jump on the Steam Deck, vibe with people. Tiger Lightning main all the way. Wait, Jenny, you play? Am I smelling another game with the mods night soon? Where we play Gunfire? That'd be sick as hell. Jenny, you play like all the fun games I play, and then I never like think to ask you to play them. Bring it? Hell yeah, that'd be sick. Like the lower rim? Of what? My guy? Of which one? Yo. It's gotta be... Okay, so it's gotta be over here? Dude, you cannot tell me that there's... Oh, it's glowing. Chat, remember when I had eyes? That was cool. Bam. Look at that move. Oh, Jesus Christ! Brookie was right! Oh! That actually... I was so used to things not moving. Oh my god. Currently gaming on my Steam Deck as we speak. You'll never guess what I'm playing, though. It's Donkey Kong 64. Dude. I haven't gone the ROM route yet, the emulator route yet with mine. Because I added Battle.net and Epic Game Launcher onto it, and I have such a deep backlog of games on that and Steam that I'm like, if I start adding retro games that I really want to play onto this damn thing, I'll never get up off the couch. I will just go homeless because I'll never make content again. Donkey Kong 64, that game's so fun. DK Donkey Kong. The funniest parody of the DK Donkey Kong rap from Donkey Kong 64 that I saw online was, I think it was my friend Kryken made like a joke video where it was like, oh god, I forgot which. And then there's Cranky, he's dead, and it was just like a tombstone with his name on it, and then like the beat cuts out. It's so good. What was the other gaming with mods we were talking about recently? Wait, the other game. Are you talking about like when people came in the chat and they were talking about modding Baldur's Gate 3? Or are you talking about the last time I gamed with the mods from our community? Last time I gamed with the mods from our community was the other weekend. We did a little bit of Overwatch, which was really fun. But that was off camera. It was just chill vibes because we all really needed it. And I've been trying to do those here and there with the mod crew. That reminded me I need to remember my Battle.net password, but I'm lazy. It's a pretty easy reset on that site. I'd say, oh shit, chat, I streamed way longer than I wanted to. My bad. I gotta get going here. Good thing we just finished the UFO. And now we have the Lost City Palace. Oh my god, what is this shit? It's wild. All I can say is, so I don't show products that often on stream, but chat, if you have the means to get a Steam Deck, I was very skeptical at first as well, because I was like, how well could that fucking work? A little handheld computer? Like, they've tried to do that before with, like, the Steam boxes and stuff. How well could this shit work? Dude, they got it right. They got it so right. It's such a good machine. It runs so many things flawlessly. You can put freaking other launchers. It's open source software, so, like, people have figured out how to, like, they encourage you to put other launchers besides Steam on it. Like, it's so cool. It's so unbelievably awesome. I love my Steam Deck. I think I put more time into it than PC gaming now. I finished the Bel Air House Detour. It was an interesting watch. I liked that one. That was fun. That was my favorite one. For completely unbiased reasons, obviously, chat. Okay, I need to... This is huge! This is humongous! Wait, chat! I went through puberty! Because, A, the volcano is huge back there and really angry. It's the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid! We're washing off the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. GerbCon! 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 It's happening. This is the real GerbCon, chat. Next time I boot up this game, it's GerbCon. GerbCon is on. Maybe I'll play this tomorrow night, too. Who knows? Maybe I'll play more of this tomorrow night. I mean, it is my partnerversary week. So, it will encourage people. You know, you can pay for your admission to GerbCon with a gifted sub or something. GerbCon! We're washing Girbeagly Town. Oh my god, not with the Girbeagly Town again. Get this out of here! Funniest thing, what if you didn't boot this game back up for years? Tito, were you... Hello. I'm assuming you weren't in chat when I was making chat feel emotional by reminding them that someday they're going to click over to twitch.tv/Girbeagly and it's going to say last streamed 3 years ago. Welcome. Strangely on topic, though. That'd be... I mean, same energy. Chat, what if this is the last time I ever play this game on stream? How devastated would you be? No, I just popped in a minute ago, but oof, I better not see that. No, stop that. Listen, I was talking about back during pandemic viewership where, like, people were gifting me, like, $500 of subs a night, and I was like, all right, you guys made me emotional, so I'm going to remind you that someday I'm literally going to be gone. It's going to happen. Last uploaded YouTube video 5 years ago. Twitter deleted. Instagram deleted. I'm gone. Parasocially, that's a bad idea. Oh my god, I only started watching this to see how fast I could get to 1%. Become a 1%er, chat. You know what's like fucked up, chat, is I'm not the biggest stream out there. I'm in the top 1% of streamers. That's like how oversaturated this website's become. It's wild. I think I'm in like the top like 0.5% of streamers, which is insane. That's why I was like, had my income leaked during that like big income leak document, and it wasn't even accurate. I haven't been able to get to 1% though on this game, on this map. That was a weird joke that like ended up becoming more than anything I needed it to be. I just want to get to 1%. Look at how much I've washed so much, I feel like. This might take forever. Is there like an inside? Oh my god, there is. Hey! This is my kingdom. God, it could now get inside. That's 1%. Holy shit, this is gonna take 85 fucking years to do this map. Didn't know yours got leaked too? Yeah, I was, chat, what was my number on the list? It was like, 3,000th biggest streamer on the site or something at the time. It's so fucking funny. I made a stream that was like streamer number whatever I was on that list. Like 3,000 something, yeah. There was an old meme that was swirling around the community for a while with my number. I'm the most watched streamer playing powerwash right now. Damn. Just like the good old days where I had like 500 viewers playing this. It was never that high. It was like, it's like 200. 3688. It was something like that. It was something like in that range for sure. It's kind of fun that I don't need like tools to climb up. I can just like climb up the side of this. Oh wait, I only wanted to get to 1%. I gotta go. I got like video work I gotta do. All right. It was 3678. Wait, was it really? There's memes on the Reddit and probably in the Discord that have it, which is really funny. But yeah, I was on that document because apparently I was one of the top earners, like in the top like 5,000 streamers that got leaked or whatever the hell that was. Oh, you there? Oh, that's a perfect way to pull it up. Yeah, so a couple of years ago, I was the 3,685th like best paid streamer on Twitch, whatever the fuck that means. And I was making good money. I won't lie. I was making like really good money back then because again, I had like 1,500 subs consistently month after month. But like, A, it has not been that way for a while, and B, I mean shit on a website where a majority of streamers get an average of like 2 viewers. So like, it's cool. I'm glad that I have what I have, but it was definitely like blown out of proportion, and everyone who saw the list thought that everyone who was on it was like ungodly rich, and like it was such a fucking mess. And then people like focused on the wrong part of that entire drama. It was just so silly. It was so weird. But even with my stats now, I mean, I think I'm like still in the top like 1% of viewership, which is really insane because of, again, how oversaturated streaming is, content in general. But I will say this, I'm grateful for that. I'm so goddamn grateful that anyone even shows up. It's cool as fuck. No one has any, like, again, genuinely no one has like any obligation. I am not entitled to any of your time, any of your money, any of your support. So it's still icky. It got leaked. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying is that was the part that like people stopped paying attention to, that it was like icky that this was kind of happening. And that was, it soon became like, oh, look at how much like Twitch pays these people. And it was like, yeah, that's not really the point. What should have been the point was, wow, look at how much Twitch pays these people. Oh, God, it's not nearly what they deserve because Twitch takes half of all subs. So. That was the part that more people were like, But also, like, people are spending their money on these people. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, Valpire. Yo, what's up, Val? Thank you for the raid. I just want to warn you, I am winding down right now. Thank you very, very, very much for your raid. The Val pals, I love that, are curling up here for the night. Well, unfortunately, you might need to go find a different place to curl up in. Val, thank you for the raid. That's so nice of you. What were you up to? How was your stream? I will do my raid speech for the first time here tonight for anyone who's new. If you are brand new here, please read the rules so you don't get timed out by me, a mod, or Nightbot. We'd hate to have that happen to you. If you are brand new here, hi, my name is Brian, aka Girbeagly. I am a Korean-American, full-time Twitch partner, YouTuber, voice actor. I do everything from playing AAA games down to indies. I open up Pokemon cards, and I do some cosplay from time to time. We are a very chill, excuse me, pro mental health, pro LGBTQ plus space. You know, we're just vibing, doing what we can in the world to add as many good moments of energy as we can. And if you're brand new here and you decide to stick around, thank you. If you don't, I will not take that personally. There's literally like thousands of people streaming right now, and I'm just not gonna take that personally. You don't vibe with everyone's energy. But welcome on in. Val, what were you doing? How was your stream? Tell us all about it. Feel free to drop a little self-promotion in the chat. I am well aware of who you are. You are wonderful. Thank you so much for your support. It's continuing my first playthrough of Stardew. I love that. Your first one? Oh my god. I wish I could go back and play Stardew for the first time. I've never beaten the core game even, though. That's another game that I want to get back to and do some, like, late... Yo! Since this is the partnerversary week, and I am playing Powerwash because it's one of the games that got my channel big, Stardew was another one that I played a shit ton of for a while that, like, really brought a lot of viewership in. Maybe I'll do some more Stardew. I've been saying that I want to do more Stardew. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow instead. Although I kind of want to do the GerbCon pyramid. Maybe I'll do Stardew tomorrow, and then if I do like a Saturday bonus guy, maybe I'll do more Powerwash. That might be cool. Just realized I can lip sync most of the raid speech without even realizing. Listen, the neurospicy up here is gonna make you fixate on what I'm saying, and I have a very specific pattern of how I say things. Like, you'll hear it obviously in every time I say goodnight. You know, my goodbye little speech that I do. I have to keep, like, that's my neurospicy, like, where I have, like, these scripts that, like, my brain has to follow, or, like, everything feels wrong. It's so rough. My, back when I used to do improv when I was younger, it drove me nuts not to have, like, scripted shit that I could say. Happy partnerversary. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was technically on Monday, but I didn't really celebrate. Return of Girbeagly, Liz. Yeah, if we do Stardew, for sure. Oh, God. Monday was technically my certain cadence and pattern. Yep, it is. I didn't celebrate myself because I struggle with that. I have a really hard time celebrating myself just due to, you know, my own past, my own mental health issues, that kind of thing. And it's something I've been working on, pushing through some imposter syndrome with therapy and whatnot. And so Monday I didn't really celebrate anything because, well, I didn't stream Monday, but like Sunday and Tuesday, the days around it, I didn't really do anything. And I was told by you guys that I should, but I normally don't listen to chat because, like, my name's on the channel, not yours. I get to do what I want. I've been so sassy tonight. But then Morgan was like, you have to celebrate yourself more. I hope you celebrate yourself more. And she's like, you should just make it a celebration week. And I was like, that feels so icky. I don't know if I want to do that. Like, I already have, like, that message, partnerversary, up there for my sub goal. And then I have, like, 69, like, daily subset. And then I talked to my therapist about it. And for those of you who don't know, my therapist is awesome because her partner is a full-time content creator as well. So I don't have to explain literally anything to her when I talk about things that I'm struggling with. And so yesterday's therapy session, I was talking about, like, yeah, it was my partnerversary over on Twitch. She's like, that's so nice. What did you do to celebrate? And I was like, I changed a sub goal to be a funny meme number. And she was like, okay. She's like, what else did you do to celebrate yourself? Because we're working on you celebrating yourself. And I was like, I played Powerwash Simulator, which is like a chill game that I like to play. And she was like, okay, what was Morgan? Because she knows Morgan is always like the voice of reason. She's like, what was Morgan's take on that? And I was like, Morgan wants me to celebrate the rest of the week. And she was like, let's start with that. And when we reconvene in a couple weeks, I want to hear all about that. So therapist orders, my therapist homework, my therapy homework. You guys know I get therapy homework from my therapist. Is I have to do partnerversary all week long. It doesn't mean I have to do any sort of super special things, but you will know that it's my partnerversary. So that's where I'm tiptoeing into the water here a little bit. All right, queen energy, truly. I'm so glad there are people in your life who push you in the self-appreciative / celebration direction. You deserve it. I appreciate that, Val. Thank you. That's really nice of you to say. Someday I may believe that. We'll see. We got a party hardy for Brian's therapist. I don't know, like, what to do, because that's the thing. I don't want to do like a subathon for this. I don't know what to do. You know, I appreciate being able to hang out. It's why I just launch into emotional speeches about how much I appreciate everyone here and how again, I'm well aware as a content creator who's done this for a decade now that no one owes me a second of their time. I'm just grateful for that, honestly. So I think you need a cake at least. I don't. It's about to be Morgan's birthday in a couple days, so like she's the one who needs the cake. You know, good advice. It's good advice, yeah. Salute my therapist, yeah, for sure. She's great. Anyway, so yeah, if you see partnerversary in the title of the upcoming streams, you know why. But I am gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get going. It's way later than I wanted to stream, but I had a blast, so it was worth it in my opinion. And it was really nice. Very appreciative of everyone who hung out this late. We could look back on clips at some point. I know we had to purge for DMCA a few years back, but we could do a lot of funny ha-has. We could maybe look at clips. We could maybe look at like old YouTube videos again, stuff like that. I don't know. We could figure out something. Thanks for stream. Thank you for being here, Liz. Thanks everybody for being here, honestly. I'm not gonna raid anyone because again, I gotta go. I have a deadline thing that I actually have to hit, so I'm gonna shout out a couple people. That'd be dope if you drop by and supported, like I normally do. So like soft raid if you want to go over to places and keep your personal party going. You know? We got Julia. What if Julia is playing some Palia? If you want like more cozy vibes, great streamer. Love Julia. Her and I don't get to interact like the most out of anyone on Team Neat Dude, but she's always treated me really nicely. She has a great, infectiously positive energy. Very witty, very funny. Incredibly talented. And we've had some really funny back and forths. Like her one emote, I forgot the name of it. It's the one where she like looks like a menace. Like she's like kind of evil. That emote is because of something that an exchange her and I had during one of the Among Us lobbies, which was great. It was so funny. Chris Melberger, my boy, is streaming. I love Chris. Chris is someone who's treated me like just a pal since day one. Getting to know him over the past like 3 years or whatever that we've known each other, being invited to Team Neat Dude, that kind of thing, has changed my life in some like really positive ways. And I'm just grateful to have his friendship. He's like a really, really nice guy. He's one of those genuine people. Like I said, when I talk about creators, like you guys were like, Brian, you need like a sign for like if a creator's like cool or not. And it's like, Julia, Chris Melberger. He is someone behind the scenes who walks the walk. He doesn't just publicly talk the talk. He is a good dude. So go support the crap out of him as well. Thank you, Brookie, for putting those in the chat. That clip's hysterical. Val, I know. I'm glad that you know the one that I'm talking about. Quick question. What's Team Neat Dude? Team Neat Dude is a stream team. So if you don't know about stream teams, streamers can join essentially like a collective team. Some choose to do it, some choose to not, and just like fly solo. There's no right or wrong way to do it. But stream teams are, there's like directories that you can go to and see every member of that team. Teammates normally shout out each other, support the crap out of each other, do events together, etc. Team Neat Dude is a little bit more focused because it's already a brand that pre-existed. If you don't know about the Neat Dude brand, I'm literally wearing it right now. World Champs t-shirt. This is one of my favorite t-shirts that Chris sent me. But Neat Dude is a really, really cool merch brand or clothing brand slash stream team. So we've planned like a lot of events. That was like the Neat Dude Minecraft Hungry Games. That was a lot of the Among Us lobbies that we've done, a lot of the charity fundraisers we've done, etc. It's a really cool team of very chill people for the most part. Sick shirt, hell yeah. I love this shirt, Val. It's one of my faves. Got logged out for a second. That's weird. All good, Cupcake. Just in time for me to say goodbye. It's a good way to meet other like-minded streamers, and some stream teams like Neat Dude coordinate fun events with streamers within the stream team. Yeah, it's awesome. And we've raised a shit ton of money for different charities as a collective, things that individually I think would be a lot harder for us to be able to engage with on such a scale. But because we have the support of other streamers on the same team, we've been able to coordinate, we've been able to pass on raids, we've been able to just do so many fun things together for the benefit of some very cool causes. The last one we did with the Minecraft Hunger Games 2 was we did a Minecraft Hunger Games modded server, which was so fun. And we did it for Rainbow Railroad, which is an LGBTQ plus organization that we've raised so much money for. And it has made a big difference in a lot of people's lives, to the point where Chris and Mick Foolery, two people that I love from the stream team, were invited to the Rainbow Railroad conference and got to represent Team Neat Dude while for this LGBTQ plus charity, which is really awesome. So cool. Neat Dude events are always a blast. I love them because everyone's there to have fun. No one's being competitive and a jerk. People are friendly rivals, and people just make up their own narratives and funny backstories and silly moments, and everyone's just there vibing in each other's very good energy, and it's always for the right reason, you know. People are truly so generous. Yeah, no, truly. What was it? We raised $100,000 for Rainbow Railroad this year or something. Even Nandre is always doing a bit. Yeah, even freaking Nandre, who, Nandre is a living bit. But God, his villain arc in the Minecraft Hunger Games, I cannot wait for if we do a third event. Because Nandre is going to try to recruit a team of supervillains per his last comic book villain monologue during the closing moments of that server. So that'd be awesome if he gets a team of bad guys and then we have a team of good guys to fight him. Speaking of Neat Dude events, there's a Dude Feud event coming up with 2 teams of streamers. There are so many events that are being planned behind the scenes too. But yes, Dude Feud. But yeah, anyway, chat, I do have to get going. Go check out Julia. Go check out Chris. Again, big hand motions on this. You guys wanted me to give the high sign for if someone is good and that I think is a cool streamer or content creator, because I've seen all the shit behind the scenes from people. I've been in green rooms when people didn't think I was listening. I've heard people say the most egregious crap and then turn around and pretend to be a super positive, nice person online. I'm sick of that shit. High sign. Julia, Chris, big thumbs up. Very good people. Go support them. Anyway, I'm going to get going. Thank you, everybody, for hanging. Thanks for vibing. Thank you, Jenna, for putting those links in there to the chat again. Wonderful of you. Thank you. Hope you had fun here tonight. I definitely did. More tomorrow. Figure out what I do. I'm going to try to stream Saturday. We'll just see what happens. Thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a great night. Genuinely. Thank you for the follows, bits, subs, resubs, gifted subs, donations. Everything that came through, again, goes towards supporting what I get to do. Things have been weird in the economy recently, so I just especially appreciate people who are able to give now. It means the world. Thank you for supporting this incredible hobby that I made into a job over the past 10 years. You guys are great. Hope that you all had a great time chatting or lurking. No matter what you did, you spent time building up this community alongside the rest of us. Thank you. I hope that you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you so very much. I really, really do. Finger hearts as usual. Gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.